very well, welcome back to Shop on TV. How are you, wherever you're watching from? It's so good to have your company. My name is Charlie, and oh my word, you're in for a treat over the next few hours. Yes, we're live here until 3 a.m, and we have got the most incredible, not just any watches, beautiful, luxurious timepieces. We've got a number of brands we're celebrating tonight. We've got Swan & Edgar and Gamages of London. Now, people are just fascinated by the most elegant detail of these watches. They're absolutely gorgeous. Now, we've got limited editions. We've got brand new designs that we have never seen before live here on Shop on TV. And we've got gift with purchases too. It's all going on. Do you know what? Let's show you the website, because I know lots of you, if you're watch enthusiasts, then you're going to want to shop ahead. These are absolutely gorgeous. We have got something we truly believe for all tastes and styles. We've got different price points for different budgets too. Now, like I said, lots of these we've never seen before, so we're going to be going through them in great detail. Now, this is what we see to be the creme de la creme. This is the tourbillon. This is the beautiful watch with a leather strap. Now, I must stress, first of all, we have got single figures of all of these colours available, and available at the moment. We are expecting, David and I, a very, very busy show. You can see, by the way, the usual price there. Well, look, I'll cut to the chase. You're saving really the best part of £1,000 there. That is exceptional. We're thinking presents for yourself, of course. We're thinking presents for Father's Day, which is round the corner. But for a loved one, well, buy them something absolutely extraordinary. Well, do you know what? We've got lots and lots to learn. I'm so excited to be here. Do you know what? Let's introduce you to David. You're bound to know him already. He's, of course, our resident horologist. David, good to see you. Welcome to Shop on TV.
It's lovely to see you too, Charlie. I've been anticipating this for a long time. We've never had such a wide range of watches available, and today also we're going to have a couple of 24-hour deals, which I'm really looking forward to hearing about.
We're going to be doing a quick preview, aren't we, to start with?
Yes.
But I love your enthusiasm for watches, and you know, watches, they can make people feel complete, can't they? It's a lovely thing to do.
A watch is one of the very few things you can do to differentiate yourself. I mean, fashion today is very ubiquitous,
yes,
but when you wear a watch, you really are making a statement about yourself. And so few items of clothing nowadays, because ties have gone almost completely. And so what have you got? You've got watches, you've got maybe a pocket handkerchief you've put into your lapel or something of that nature. Very few things actually make a statement.
Yes, they do.
And watches do.
And in a beautiful, beautiful, classy way. Right, OK, let's get into this. So we've got two 24-hour deals. Now, I must stress, you are saving £85. We truly do not have a lot of stock with this, OK? So if you're tempted by it, folks, I would not hang around. I mean, some watches, you think, oh, that's beautiful. This one, you stop and you pause and you take a moment, don't you, with this?
This is a Swan & Edgar watch, and it comes with a 5-year warranty, and it also comes with a gift with purchase, which is a credit card holder. It's a 45mm case size, and it has the Mica quartz movement in it, which is a very high-end movement that you find in watches costing many times this price. So if you want this style of watch, and you also like the idea of the accuracy of quartz watches, then this is one to consider.
It really is, and it's got the most wonderful weight to it, you know, that weight of quality, which I really enjoy. It's really beautiful, isn't it? And you know what, you can see, you're just absolutely mesmerised by this. OK, we've got different options, OK? We've got this option, we've got the black option too, don't forget. So silver or black, they're beautiful. Oh my word, they are in single figures. You're saving £85 regardless of which option you choose. Now, if you're choosing PayPal, pay in 3, £45, £65 today. And if you are thinking of getting a gift for Father's Day, even if you choose PayPal, the instalments will be paid off by that date. So very exciting there. Yes, Swan & Edgar. Don't forget, you do get a free gift with purchase when you buy any Swan & Edgar watch. It's actually, in fact, John, before we show you the others, should we talk to you about that free gift? So it's a beautiful card
This is the most useful free gift, and I'm always encouraged, and I say to the planners of the shows, make sure we have the credit card holder, because you can put your credit card in here, you can tap and go. You don't have to get the card all messed up and lose those 3 digits on the back of the card. No. You know, you can't actually see them after a while. This actually saves you, and it's first layer leather. It's got the Swan & Edgar logo on it.
This is beautiful.
And I use this every day.
Yeah. I would do. Well, if I'm going on the trains, lots of things are contactless these days, aren't they? It's convenience, but it's elegant convenience, I would say.
And you have the 5-year warranty card in the credit card holder. So, and that's how you register your 5-year warranty.
Oh, really? So it's 5-year warranty with all Swan
with the Swan Edgar watches.
That's fantastic. So you've got complete peace of mind right there. There we go, $129.99. So that's Swan Edgar Ambassador watch. That is a beautiful timepiece. Now we've got another one right here, which is actually another timeless piece here. So, I think I made a mistake there.
So that is the Ambassador.
This is the Ambassador we got here, forgive me.
This is the big beast because it's nearly 190 grams. It's a mecha quartz watch, but it's the tonneau shape, French for barrel, curved glass there, a really lovely size. And if you are blessed with a larger wrist size, then this is the watch to get.
Yes, it is, isn't it? This is gorgeous. And Joe, we talk about watches making you feel complete. I love that. I feel lost without a watch, because I've always worn one, but some feel right, don't they?
And when you look at that pure stainless steel strap with that Steinway black IP finish to it, not only is it solid and weighty, but it also is making that immense statement about your position in life by wearing this watch.
It is. And you know, firstly, I often look at the fascia of the watch, but actually the strap is also very important, isn't it?
The quality of the strap, and you can feel it's solid stainless steel, and it's treated by that vapor disposition process, gives that shine and glint to it. 5 to 8 times as resilient as if it were plated with gold. So it's not to be sneezed at. It's a lovely piece of work, and it's a beautifully engineered limited edition timepiece at a stunning price, $129.99.
It is a stunning price. I think I'm attracted to this one. I'm falling in love with this one. You know, sometimes you know what's right, don't you? If you already know what's right for you, then absolutely go for it. £129.99. Normally £200. Now, this is just a little preview. We're here till 3 a.m. We're joining our friends on ITV1 at about 12:30. So we're going to be previewing lots of different items as we go through the hour. But if you've got any questions, email us in. That's why we're live here for you guys at home. So it's studio@shopontv.co.uk. So that's the Ambassador. Again, we've got different options for you right there, different colour options. So do check those out. That is beautiful. Right, now the crew and I, we're very excited, especially when we look through the ladies' watches too. These are beautiful. We've got brand new designs here. Right, should we go through them then, David? This is gorgeous.
The ladies have just decided on their spring outfits.
Yes.
You will know whether this is going to fit you or not. But it's a fantastic shaped watch. How unusual, a limited edition watch from Gamages. It is a 35mm by 27mm ellipse, with a single diamond, a solitaire diamond at 12 o'clock. I can't believe the price.
I can tell you were shocked then, weren't you?
Quite shaken by that price. And that slinky Milanese strap, it's the most fine mesh as well. And it just pops out, doesn't it? So if you've got the right outfit, then get this to set it off.
It is, and do you know what, if you are, absolutely like you said, David, looking for outfits ready for spring, the summer, that is the ultimate accessory. That is a luxurious timepiece there. You know, the usual price. Again, I can't believe that. And there really aren't many of these around. It's £299.99 at the usual price. But oh my word, it's £99.99. We are busy already with all of our friends watching on STV up in Scotland. So thanks so much if you've joined us. Look, do stay with us. We've got so many deals for different budgets, and I love David's knowledge. It's always so fascinating when you consider, you know, the inspiration behind all these designs. They're beautiful. So yeah, different colour options for this. So it's a drop-down menu. You just select which option you like. In fact, yeah, we can show you that. So you've got rose navy, or the rose medium pink. Each one has that massive saving. And the presentation boxes are very designer, I'd say.
They are. They don't come in pouches. At this price point, you normally just get a pouch. And remember, you have a Swiss quartz movement in here, so that, and a 5-year warranty, and a beautiful pen.
Yeah. Oh,
and we should have a look at the pen.
A gift with.
Have we got the pen? We have got the pen.
Have a look at this. So it's a gift with purchase. So to be completely clear, when you buy any Gamages of London watch, you do get the pen. Okay. When you buy the Swan & Edgar watches, any of them, you do get that lovely card holder. But that is really beautiful. I mean, that's worth as you see on the website, £90. That is a gift with purchase. It's almost worth the price of the watch today.
It does look like a very famous make, doesn't it? But it isn't. But it does. It's a weighty pen.
Yes.
And if you're signing a few checks, then that's the right thing to do. And you know, people say, well, I've got my laptop, I've got everything else, but you still need to write things down occasionally.
This is it, yeah.
And that's the pen really you should pull out of the pocket when you want to make a statement.
I think so. It's almost an accessory in its own right, isn't it? And you know, I think when you've got a beautifully balanced pen, and it's just that feeling of a quality pen on paper, you can't beat that. I mean, my friends, my family, we all have stationery. There's something about owning a lovely pen. There's something classic about it. Again, whenever you buy Gamages of London watch today, that arrives with your order. How fantastic is that? Okay, so yeah, brilliant deals there. Don't forget, you can have these watches on PayPal Pay in 3. Now, we've got another couple of previews for you, actually. Now, this is the
Albion's brand new today. It's a 42mm case size, 12.5mm deep. It's got that mecha quartz movement we talked about before. It's actually provided by Seiko Industries. And the industry secret is it's used in some really expensive timepieces as well.
Right.
But this is a tremendously limited edition. If you go on the Gamages website, you'll see it's an incredible amount of money on there. But tonight, with the shop on TV, we're able to offer it at this wonderful discounted price from $349 to $149.99.
So there's not many of these around either.
The less than 100 of these actually made, and when they're sold out, they're sold out. In fact, we'll talk about Gamages a bit later on.
We will, yes. Yeah.
But the point about the Gamages watches, each of the designs is really strictly limited.
Wow. I mean, you can see why. Am I right in saying it's got a very classic look, this one?
It does, and I think everyone needs a classic dress watch. And it has the added advantage of that Cyclops eye, so you can actually see the date, even when you reach the heady date of being 40 years of age and your eyesight starts to go a bit strange. You can actually see the date on this watch. And you have a fully functioning timepiece that has a chronometer on it, so you're able to have a stopwatch function as well, a 24-hour sub-dial, and it has a sweeping second hand, which is a mark of the mechanical quartz movement. We'll talk about that later on.
We will do indeed. Do you know what? And you can see the different colours there. So the rose red, and the rose refers to the rose gold actual frame, doesn't it, around the outside?
It's really beautifully finished with IP rose gold. Rose gold is simply a material that actually has a fleck of copper in it to give it that pink look. And it just works so lovely. And it's mineral glass as well. So that mineral glass is scratch resistant. And the classic size of 42mm actually works really well with many, many outfits.
I'm actually blown away by this. It's going to be one of those shows where I'm going to keep changing my favourites, I think. You know?
You will. Well, we've got so many more to see.
We have, yeah.
And I can't wait to actually expose them all to the public of STV and later on to ITV.
Absolutely right. And do you know what, like David said, we've got a lot to go through. We're going to be here till 3 a.m. Now, whilst talking about Gamages, have a look on the website, by the way. Now, when we talk about our usual
That's
price...
why it's limited, right, yes.
Yeah. I mean, wow. So that's because there are so few of these around.
Exactly.
Right. There we go. There's a different option for you. I'm torn. I do like the blue. I've always been attracted to blue accessories. Do you know what? But these are luxurious timepieces. Honestly, it's an absolute pleasure to be here with such incredible works of art at just mind-blowing prices. It's just fantastic. Right, we'll talk about mind-blowing. The tourbillon. Are we ready for this? Right, David.
No one can ever be ready with a tourbillon. And we will go into great detail on this, but this is the Emperor. It's known as the Emperor of Watches because it's an invention by Abraham Louis Breguet, which has taken the world by storm. There are so few of these watches made. Normally you're spending £14,000 to £200,000 on tourbillon watches. They are so limited in numbers. The Swan and Edgar tourbillon is a less is more example because there are 322 parts and 450 processes to make the watch. They actually engage a team of 30 watchmakers to make a single watch. And we very rarely get these. And the last time we showed these, we were in January. So if you've been waiting, tonight is the night for you to enter the club, into the first class lounge and have a tourbillon on your wrist from Swan and Edgar.
You really do. People truly do admire the craftsmanship here, don't they?
So what you're looking at here is 360 degrees, turning the whole escapement 80 parts in perfect harmony that is negating the forces of gravity. It's a conceit to watchmaking because originally this was designed for pocket watches.
Okay.
And now it is considered to be the final test of a horological journey to get to a point where you actually can have a tourbillon in your collection. And I know many of the viewers will do their research, they'll go on the websites, they'll have a look at tourbillons, but you'll go a long way to find anything as elegant and simple as the Swan and Edgar example.
It's beautiful. It's the centerpiece there is just gorgeous, and it reminds me of the most beautiful sunset or the Northern Lights or something. It is mind-blowingly beautiful. And there's the back, by the way. We're going to be showing you that live as we go through the next few hours. So different colours, by the way, too. They are all beautiful, luxurious timepieces. This is the kind of thing that you would be passing down through generations, and that's when watches, they hold nostalgic value, don't they? It's bound to be that. We are busy already on STV in Scotland. Hello to all of our friends up north. Hope you're all good. We'll be joining ITV1 as well at about 12:30. We are busy already. When we join ITV1, we're clearly going to be expecting to be even busier. So if you are thinking of gifts for yourself, for your family, your friends, your loved ones, buy them something truly mind-blowing. Right, there we go, saving £1,000 if you're going to be going for this today. Different colour options, like I said. 561731 is your item number. I'm just looking at the PayPal Pay in 3 there. The fact you can spread the cost interest-free is just fantastic. And all the payments, all the 3 instalments, they will, of course, be paid off by Father's Day. So happy days. Well, do you know what? Let's revisit the 24-hour deal. We've got 2 24-hour deals. I don't know how long they're going to last. We're hoping they're going to last 24-hour. But, they just said no. They said, no, Charlie, they're not going to. They don't even think it's going to last 2 hours, actually. So we better recap them now. OK, yes, the Ambassador. So let's have a look at this. So they truly are beautiful. For those just joined us then, why do you think this one's busy already then, David?
Well, because when you're looking at watches that are stand out, then nearly all the watches are round in shape. And the idea of a tonneau-shaped watch, which is, you might say, is a rectangular watch, is something that very few. And when you look at some of the sporting events, when you go on the red carpet, when you look at the various award ceremonies, you'll see the celebrities are favouring this style of watch.
Do you know what? That was on the tip of my tongue. It is a celebrity vibe to this.
It has, absolutely. Yes. And it's also a chunky timepiece. And of course, many people now are going for what we call oversized timepieces. So you've got 45 by 48 millimeters, but that really wide stainless steel strap. I need to explain that Steinway black, that black is very hard process to do. And that's why the price really should be to the £200 mark for this. And in addition to that, you have that mecha quartz movement. So if we actually try to start the watch off by pressing the top button there,
just there?
That one there, give it a good push, and you should be able to see it start to move. And it will be sweeping at 4 beats a second. There we go, Charlie, look at that. And that is enabling you to have a stopwatch function on the watch. But it also shows you what we mean by mechanical quartz movements.
Yes.
These were invented by the Swiss in the 1980s, but really perfected by the Japanese.
Really?
And the Japanese have taken the world by storm in terms of mechanical quartz movements, because they have the joy of mechanical drivetrains, but the accuracy of quartz. So we're talking about accuracy of less than a second of day error, 20 seconds a month in terms of the error. And it was explained to me the other day, there are many industrial timepieces that don't have that level of accuracy. And that's a tribute to the precision of a quartz movement.
And for something at that price, it's remarkable.
It's quite stunning to get those things. And when you also look at the design, and the designs here, they're, as I say, limited edition designs, but they've got that louved finish. You've got the rose gold subdials, a 24-hour and a minute timer as well. all in the same timepiece with that rose gold finish, those studs, and a backstory of the ambassadors and the courts of St James's, which was only a stone's throw from the Swanegger store in Piccadilly, where it traded from 1812 to the 1960s, and then was reprised as this watch brand, this boutique watch brand that's based in London.
Oh, so it's a big heritage there. It's a legacy, isn't it?
Huge legacy.
Huge legacy. Well, there we go. Normally, for £200, I mean, for the mechanical aspects, for the quality of the materials, to its absolute beauty, this is such a high status, isn't it? A watch like this. I'm really quite taken aback by that. It's £129.99. Absolutely go for it. Would you like the black rose or the blue and stainless steel? They're both absolutely gorgeous. Let's show you the blue and stainless steel. Oh, so they're both exactly the same.
They are, and I'd be interested as we get through the show which one actually gets into the lead, because we've done these shows before, and every time there's one of the watches actually stands out with the viewers and they like it more than the other. This is really classic, and honestly, in terms of watch colours, blue is favoured.
Is it? Right.
Really, white and black and blue are favoured, but I actually quite like some of the more quirky colours, which we'll look at later on as well.
We will, yeah.
But if you're looking to actually have something that is totally classic in design, and you can see the curvature of that mineral glass. That's very hard to do as well. That curvature is a special process, and then each of these watches is hand assembled by a team of watchmakers and is beautifully slim as well, 15 millimeters in terms of depth, but it's the chunkiness of that strap. And as I've said before at the earlier part of the show, if you've got an 8-inch wrist size, you can measure your wrist with a tape measure.
Right.
You know, this will fit you comfortably because it has extra links provided as well when you get this.
And you can take links out.
And you can take links out as well. Very easy to do, and in fact, worth going onto various websites to actually see how to do that. You don't need to take it to a jeweller's if you actually follow the instructions.
Oh, really?
Some very clever people on websites.
And how are these ones presented to us?
These are presented in the Swanegger box, which I think we probably got on a still somewhere.
Yes, we should see that. So it's in a beautiful box, and the actual card you get with it. So that just shows us how to register it and how to.
There's two cards. There's the instruction manual,
yes,
which will explain how the stopwatch works, and there is also the registration card, which gives you the 5-year warranty on registration.
How beautiful! Do you know what? £129.99. You're getting a lot of watch for your money, but we can only do this deal for 24 hours. I wish we had more. I wish we could do it for longer. That's just not the case. And we are busy, like I said already. Truly, folks, we're not even sure we've got enough for, well, to last until 3 a.m.
Now, I'm quite stunned by the box as well, because that box, I mean, I don't know how much that costs, the box itself, when you're looking at the price of the whole thing.
Yeah, I know.
And in fact, we use it, we actually can show the box for this, because we have it for the for another watch later on as well. So later on, we'll probably put that in the box so people can see what it looks like.
We can do that as well, can't we, later? We've got a lot to get through. It is magnificent, the presentation. I mean, be that person to get the ultimate gift. I mean, watches people absolutely fall in love with. They cherish them, especially when they're ones like these. So £200, again, that is still a lot for your money at the usual price. But now look at that, £129.99. Because we are so busy, we are expecting these to fly even quicker. Well, in minutes, really, when we join our friends on ITV1 at 12:30. But hello to our friends up in Scotland on STV. So good to have your company. It really, really is. If you are a watch enthusiast, or if you've got a lot to learn, maybe you're an expert, maybe you just get into watches, then do stay with us. We love learning about these watches thanks to David's knowledge. Now, Joe, every time I look at this one, I just get absorbed into it. It's another 24-hour deal. So this is also an option when it comes to colours. You can have it in silver, you can have the black. Clearly, this is obviously the black one. Normally, this is £205. It's lowered for this special deal to £119.99. Yes, you can have it in PayPal Pay in 3. That's 3 payments of £41.65. So 996-831 is your item number. They're beautiful. So David, where do we start with this then? Again, we adore Swanegger. We really do. This is, I want to say it's an all-rounder, this one. I'd wear this on daily use.
Well, it's a sport, obviously, it's very much a sports watch, but it's actually alluding to archery and a chap called William Dodd, who was an archery champion in 1908 in the Olympics. But his ancestors fought at Agincourt, and everything in Swan-Edgar, there's a historical kind of connection. Because with Swan and Edgar also, they had royal warrants in the day. You know, they were very much part of the establishment. So it's not surprising that you've got William Dodd associated with this watch. Now, it's also got a rotating tachymeter bezel to this. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail about that. Most of the people understand what a tachymeter is, but it measures speed over distance. And because you've got the stopwatch function, like we saw earlier,
yes,
you can start this one off as well if you fancy doing that. If you're feeling lucky, punk, you can do that.
This one appears, is it?
Yes, again. And you'll see there is the stopwatch function working, and it's ticking at 4 beats a second, and that is the mechanical drivetrain of this mechanical quartz movement. The whole thing together is a beautiful rendition of the Swan-Edgar design skills, because it combines that brushed stainless steel, pure stainless steel strap with that rose gold finish, and little touches like the inverted pushers and the gasket of red, and the red contrast in terms of the concentric circles inside the watch really sets it off perfectly. And at that price, it's a real steal.
Well, Joe, this is the most popular colour at the moment. Joe, I'm torn. It's funny you should say that blue quite often is the favourite choice when it comes to...
Because it pops more on the screen, I think.
Watch it. Maybe it is that... do you know what? It's a lovely ocean blue we've got there. I was saying, like Caribbean ocean blue. You
see, when I'm looking at that, I'm looking at the strap, because straps are so important in watches, and that brushed stainless steel strap is going to be really resilient over time.
Yeah.
You know, I have a watch at home that's a stainless steel that goes back to 1983, and it still perfectly functions. And it's the beauty of that British invention of stainless steel that actually stands the test of time.
And I bet you treasure that watch, don't you?
Absolutely. Always treasure all my watches.
Yeah, I bet you do. And do you know what? Who wouldn't want to treasure this? It looks, honestly, the usual price is still so very good. This is a celebration of watches at such a high calibre, and you can see the beauty of that fascia there. Honestly, sometimes I forget where I am. I just get absorbed into the watch. It's the intricacy I'm fascinated by. Well, you can enjoy this at home, whether it's for yourself, a gift for a family, friend, or loved one. £119.99 is our special price today, a 24-hour deal. 3 payments of £41.65 if you're choosing PayPal Pay in 3. Well, this is very special. Yes, we've got lots of brand new designs to see on Shop on TV. You can see them all on the website, shopontv.co.uk. We have regular viewers, we have returning customers, brand new customers every single day. So do have a look on the website. We've got some gorgeous, styles for different personalities, for different trends, different price points as well, I think it's fair to say. Right, the tourbillon. This is for collectors, this is for newbies. If you just fall in love with this watch already, then oh my word, this is gorgeous. Don't forget, when you buy a Swan & Edgar watch, then you do get the card holder, credit card holder. And if you're buying anything from Gamages of London, you do get the most beautiful, beautiful pen, all in the case. And that's actually worth £90. That just arrives with your watch. So this truly is, folks, a good time to buy. But yeah, my advice is go to the website, Shop on TV, check them all out there. Well, we are live, like I said, till 3 a.m. We got lots more where this came from. So if you are a watch enthusiast, if you really want to get good deals, then do not go anywhere. Well, a very warm welcome back to Shop on TV. How are you, wherever you're watching from? It's so good to have your company. Yes, we are live here on ITV1, and of course we're back here on STV. Well then, we have not just got any watches for you today. We have got absolutely luxurious timepieces, prestigious brands at remarkable prices. Honestly, if you are looking for watches, if you are looking for gifts for Father's Day, for yourself, this is going to be a very, very big show for you. And when it comes to watches of this calibre, they really can be an extension of your personality. They can make someone feel complete. And these beautiful pieces of art are bound to be passed down. They are, I'm not exaggerating, these are absolutely gorgeous. Well, we've got Swan & Edgar, and we've also got Damages of London for you today over the next few hours. We've got Samuel Jones later as well, of course. But what people are fascinated by with these watches, we have got the most beautiful, intricate details, and people love their beautiful, beautiful build quality. Have a look on the website, shopontv.co.uk. If you are looking to get something simply extraordinary at remarkable prices, then do shop ahead on shopontv.co.uk. We do have price points for different budgets. Well, you can pay for these on PayPal, Pay in 3, don't forget that either. But lots of these are brand new today, like I said. Lots of them, when it comes to Damages London especially, there really aren't many of these around. So if you're tempted by them, I would go for them, get them into your basket, get them checked out. But look, if you've got any questions, then email us in. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you. Well, when we say we've got lots to talk about, I'm not going to be talking about. We're here with our resident horologist, David. Let's go and say hello. David, good. Welcome back. Thanks.
Lovely to see you, Charlie, and hello, everyone on ITV. We've got a fantastic lineup, and I can't wait to get started.
Well, we've got something for everyone today, haven't we?
We have
really,
indeed.
really have. Well, let's start and show you these two 24-hour deals. Yes, two 24-hour deals. We have been live for the past half hour on STV. We have already been busy on these. So if you are tempted, I wouldn't hang around on this. At a price like that, it is fantastic. Before we talk to you in detail, when you're buying a Swan & Edgar watch, you do get this beautiful gift card holder, and we're going to be talking to you that in a bit more detail shortly. But that's worth £45. But David, let's start right here. Why is this so desirable?
So we're starting here with a watch that's got a really high-end mechanical quartz movement in it from Japan, which is made by Seiko Industries. And that enables you to have accuracy beyond belief. 20 seconds or less a month in terms of error, as claimed by Seiko on their spec sheet. And this is embedded in a limited edition Swan & Edgar timepiece, a 45mm case size, which has got mineral glass, stainless steel strap, and those concentric circles symbolizing the art of archery, plus that little flash of red gasket on the side, inverted pushers, and at that price, you're not going to go far wrong, are you? Really?
You're not. You really are not. And do you know what? The weight of it is absolutely gorgeous. And this is the kind of thing that you could wear definitely different times of the year, definitely different outfits, I would say. This could be an everyday watch, I think it's fair to say.
It could be your engine of your go-to watch. But most people nowadays collect watches a little bit.
Yes, I'd say.
Have 5 to 10 watches, and this is just part of your collection.
Well, this is bound to complete any outfit and then some. You know what? This is absolutely extraordinary. There are watches that people look at and think, oh, that's nice. And then they look at ones like this and they pause, they take a moment because it is absolutely breathtaking. At the usual price, I'd say go for it. But now, 24-hour deal, different colour options. Okay, so we just showed you the blue, of course. This is the black. It is stunning. £119.99. If you want it on PayPal, Pay in 3, then go for it. It's just one payment today. And actually, if you are looking for a gift for Father's Day, all of your instalments will be paid off by that day. So do have a look at that. Okay, we've got another 24-hour deal. We've got so many watches, so many brand new designs to go through live here on Shop on TV. So look, if you're a watch enthusiast, you're in for a treat. Pour yourself a drink or what have you and settle in because we've got a lot to learn from David. Well, I certainly have. Right, now this is the blue stainless steel of our second 24-hour deal. Already the most popular watch on the show. It's called the Ambassador. Why do you think this is the most popular?
Well, it's the Beastie Boy, isn't it? It's the one that if you're channeling your inner celebrity, you've got to go on the red carpet. I try to. That premiere.
I try to.
That's going to be the watch you're going to wear because it stands out. It's also a tonneau shape. Now, tonneau shapes are very, very rare in the watch industry. You don't see many of them. And there's a reason. They're difficult to make. They're not round. They are, in fact, if you like, they are rectangular, but they're curved as well. See the curvature of the mineral glass. Inside the watch, you've got that mechanical quartz movement we talked about earlier, with the accuracy of 20 seconds or less in terms of error in the month. My one's actually timed at 15 seconds apart. So it gives you an idea of the accuracy of quartz movements. But it's the look of that lapis blue against that stainless steel, that polished stainless steel, that really pops beautifully. It weighs 170 grams. It is a fabulous watch, and it is something that will stand out because it's limited in numbers.
Do you know what? I'm talking about being limited in numbers. We've just had the most exceptionally busy start to the show. Lots of you are already shopping ahead. Well done, genuinely, folks. You've got luxurious brands for the most incredible prices. I can't believe this. Yeah, that's the Swan & Edgar. This is obviously the black option. So same item number, you've got a drop-down menu there. So if you've never shopped this before, go to the website shopontv.co.uk, add it to your basket, and do get them checked out. Well done to all of you who have just got this. Right now, I did say we have some brand new items today. We've got quite a few of them, actually. We've got some ladies' watches for you here. These have also been very popular. I haven't shown them to you properly yet since it's been on ITV1. Lots of you are buying this. Right, there's something so sophisticated and classy about
I think this is why Martha loved the watch when she saw this earlier.
She's the classy lady, our Martha.
Yeah, I think that's why, because, you know, again, we talked about round watches and how prosaic round watches are. This is elliptical. This is a beautiful pink. It's got that single solitaire diamond, a tiny diamond, but a diamond nonetheless. It's got Roman numerals. It's gouloché detail around that 35 millimeters by 27 millimeters in size. But the fine detail of that mesh as well. It's almost a piece of jewelry in its own right. And it comes with a five-year warranty at that price.
Yeah.
Plus, it has the pen as well.
It truly does. Honestly, it's amazing how much confidence a watch can give people. It's an extension of people's personality, not to sound over the top. It truly, truly is. You know, if I don't wear a watch, I feel a bit lost without it. It's a funny thing, actually. I don't like it if I forget my watch and I leave the house. It doesn't feel right. They become an extension of our own personalities, don't they? Well, if this sings to you, if you're looking to give your mother's a present for a birthday, your daughter, your sister, who do you know who would absolutely adore this watch? Buy them something extraordinary. Well, it's an extraordinary price. Normally £299.99. Look, our price now, £99.99. Lots of you are going for this. Don't forget your PayPal payments will be paid off by June. Can we talk about the diamond on the top, by the way?
Yes, it's this little solitaire diamond, but I'm also looking at what's printed at the bottom. Can you read what it says at the bottom? Because it says Swiss movement.
Well,
it's a Swiss movement, folks, at $99.99.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, how is that possible?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how we do that.
You know, and also you're going to get the pen as well?
Yeah, the pen. Should we show that, actually?
But I think we should have a look at the pen, yeah.
I think we should. Absolutely flying. Absolutely flying. Don't forget, when you're buying a Gamages watch today, you also get a gift. It's thrown in with your order. This will just arrive with your order. So it's a gift with purchase. That's worth £90.
And it's a beautiful weighty pen. And when you're confidently writing the shopping list,
yeah,
or you might be signing your name to something,
yeah.
This is the watch. So sorry, that is the pen. It's got little Gamages sign. And Gamages, again, goes back to the 19th century. It was a department store in Holborn. It had a macaw called Jackie, who was very rude. And the macaw was, people used to travel miles to see Jackie, the macaw. And it had a
personality.
Great personality. But, you know, all of that heritage coming to you at a tiny price.
Yeah.
Really, for today.
It really is. Can I take it out? Is that all right?
You couldn't even try writing with it.
No, you don't want to see my handwriting.
Yeah.
My 10-year-old nephew is way needs to
Now, tell me about the balance of the pen now.
Do you know what?
You know, how do you feel?
Honestly, the quality, the feeling of holding a balanced pen is something to behold. Seriously, it is. It's that balance you've got there.
You know, you could be on television, you know, with that attitude. You definitely could.
Thank you very much.
I'm really impressed.
We do try, David. We do try. Stop it. Honestly. But look, you can see there, it just cradles in your hand effortlessly.
And I love the colours as well. They're really beautiful. And it's got a little Gamages logo on it. And you just turn it,
It's so smooth, isn't it? When you open it, it's so smooth. Joel, we could talk to you about a pen. Show me this.
Welcome to the pen show.
We could do that, couldn't we? You know, but that is beautiful. You haven't got to find it on the website. It will just arrive with your order. Whilst we're talking about Gamages, yes, when you order any watch from us, you do get that pen. But when you go to Gamages' website, just take a look at these prices. And I encourage you, do this yourself at home, because look, it's important that you're happy with the deal. I understand that. This is extraordinary. Do you know what? Prices like this, any explanation for that? Is that because they're quite rare?
There are very few of these made, and the designs are incredibly limited. They're actually designed by the third generation of 4 generations of watchmakers, the Field Luxury Group, and Tony Fields is a master designer. But when he makes it, he almost breaks the mold.
Yeah.
So he'll make 100 watches, and that's it. And then he has to come up with a new design. So when you're getting these watches, you're in quite an exclusive club.
Yeah, you really are, aren't you? And this, I'm going to stop.
Another great example.
Another great example. It is. It's part of a community, I think, isn't it? With Gamages, it's stunning. We are getting busier and busier.
So we introduced Gamages last time, and they almost sold out.
Really?
It's absolutely incredible.
That was in January, of course it was.
And I'm actually wearing the last of the watches that nearly sold out.
I was staring at that earlier on, wasn't I?
And I just, this is what you could have had. But now we have these totally new designs, and this Albion is fantastic.
So quite often when the watches are gone, that's it, they're gone then?
Absolutely.
Really. If you are tempted by this, you know, when you look at a watch, you think, I'm absolutely falling in love with that. If you can imagine yourself with this on your wrist, if this is going to complement your outfits, then absolutely buy it. We do have different colour options available for you. This is the rose red. Obviously the rose, it's like a rose gold colour around the outside. That's very classy, very elegant.
And it's also very slim. It's 12.8 millimetres in terms of depth and 43 millimetres. And it's a mechanical quartz movement. It's got a stainless steel strap to stainless steel on the back of it. Yes. I've kept the by the way, I've deliberately kept the protection on the back, and I recommend when you get these home, you do that. Yes. Because it just stops the watch getting scuffed.
Yeah, you might as well.
You might as well.
I totally understand. You know, usual price here, £349.99. That is a fantastic price. But now, look, we're live on ITV1 on STV. We've got these incredible deals for you. It's brand new to us today. We may not ever have this back again. It's £149.99. So that's 464-135. The easiest way to shop and get yours is on the website shopontv.co.uk. Right, we need to move on. We've got lots and lots more. There's the colour option.
The blue's lovely though, isn't it?
The blue is nice.
We will see the blue later.
Do you know what? We will, yeah, we'll show you that later. I mean, I can't choose a favourite. They're all gorgeous. Don't overthink it. Which is the one for you? Which sings to you first? Go for that one. Right, now, we do have different price points for different budgets. The next one I'm going to be showing you, I'm almost nervous to show you this one. It is so gorgeous. This is the Tourbillon. Now, we've got different colour options for you here. We've got quite a few different colours, actually. Now, for those who don't know about tourbillons, where do we start with this thing?
Well, we started in 1805 with a chap called Abraham Louis Breguet, who was probably the best watchmaker ever.
Wow.
You know, he was a top watchmaker of the time, and his challenge was to negate the forces of gravity by putting the whole escapement into a cage and rotating it through 360 degrees every minute. Not a trivial task, and when he did this, he did it with a load of straps and supports in order to make it work. This is the next generation of tourbillon because it's a flying tourbillon made in incredibly limited numbers. 450 processes, 322 parts, 19 jewels, 42-hour power reserve, 316 stainless steel with a sapphire glass face to it. The whole thing screams elegance and simplicity, and from Swan & Edgar, this is a forte watch. It is the top of the tree, and it's a limited edition that very rarely gets exhibited, and we've got them here tonight. We've got the whole range here tonight.
This is
exceptionally.
This is a proud moment, isn't it?
It is indeed.
This is a celebration of the most intricate engineering, the art of watchmaking. Well, welcome to Swan & Edgar, the Tourbillon. This is a sensational piece that you're bound to be passing down through generations. This is something to be cherished. We have got single figures of these, by the way. If you are tempted, look, go for it. You can choose PayPal Pay in 3. You know what? My favourite thing, it's the colour right at the detail of the watch face. It's like...
It's that infinity dial, as we call it in the trade, and each of them has a kind of, as you said, the aurora borealis of watches, the northern night
Glad you
sky.
said that. I always struggle with that one.
Well, I do too. And there you can see the cage rotating through 360 degrees every minute. You can see the balance wheel, you can see the pallet forks, you can see the drivetrain of the watch. And this is so mesmerizing. And so few of these are ever made. And when I've looked, and I know many tourbillons from very famous manufacturers, I've never seen one quite as simplistic and elegant and so beautifully executed as this. This is the Michelangelo in the collection.
This is absolute timeless elegance. There's a romance, isn't there, to that colour right in the middle. Do you know what? These watches, it's just got the most beautiful dreamlike essence to that colouring. It's like this orb of colour right in the middle. I'm absolutely blown away with these watches. This is a piece that you're going to absolutely treasure. If you want to buy someone the ultimate gift, then absolutely go for this, the tourbillon. Now, we've got various different colour options, as you've just seen right there. Which one is your favourite? Which one have you gone for? Email us in, let us know. It is a lovely community spirit, isn't there, when it comes to watches, especially luxurious timepieces like this. OK, now, like I said, that is a stunning watch. We have got different price points, okay, for various different budgets. Okay, right, now we've got lots more to go through as well. We're going to have a look at the tourbillon in more detail as we go through the show. Yes, we're live here, David and I, until 3 a.m. on ITV1 on STV. So thanks for joining us. If you love your watches, or maybe just getting an interest into watches, you're absolutely in the right place. We love learning from David. So knowledgeable. We love it. Right, now we are here. Oh, yes, we've got the steel rose and the rose white. So item number for this next watch is 618975, different colour options. I must stress, first of all, the price. Another big saving is saving £200. If you are thinking for Father's Day, absolutely brilliant choice, my friends. And even if you're choosing PayPal Pay in 3, the instalments will be paid off by Father's Day, of course. Right, where do we start with this? There's something so classic about this.
Well, it's not only classic, but that dial took a lot of work. Yeah. It's an oil-pressed dial, which is a very complicated process, and you've got that graduated colour of ivory meshed into that slightly lighter colour on the edge of the watch. And around the side of the watch, you'll see there's that chamfered bezel.
Oh, yes.
And it just works so well. It's, again, Tony Field's, his design skills are fabulous, and the way that's being put together. 43mm case size. It's got a mechanical quartz movement in it, again from Seiko Industries, and a stainless steel back. First layer leathers, hand waxed first layer leathers on all the Gamage's watches. And if you're looking for a dress watch, you're going to be, I think your biggest problem is deciding which watch to get.
Yeah, I think so. They are all gorgeous, aren't they? You know, have a look on the website, have a look. And if you have any questions, then do let us know. What outfits do you like wearing? You know, what events have you got coming up recently? Is it going to be weddings you're looking forward to? Do you want the ultimate accessory to complete your outfits? They do that. Right, £149.99. Should we go to the different colour options, actually? I've got them right here. So that's obviously the steel rose. This one right here.
Actually, if we put them next to each other for a second.
Should we do that?
Because they are very, very similar, but they are different. And only when you put them together can you see that there is that steel against the kind of, what we can say, ivory colour. And then there's that pure stainless steel finish on the second watch. So the two together actually are different, but they're very subtle between the two, steel rose and rose white.
I think so. Joe, or which one would you go for? Is that tricky?
It's very tricky, but I do love, I'm quite in love with rose gold, actually.
Yeah. Do you know what? People really are. It's a massive thing, isn't it? I think, especially the last couple of years, I know it's been around for a long time, but when
Fabergé actually made it very famous.
Was it?
Yeah, Fabergé originally invented that. And then in the 1930s, it reprised. But now rose gold is rather than yellow gold. People really do want that. And the classic stainless steel as well.
Well, do you know what? I must just stress, we are busy for these watches, but also for the tourbillons. Well done if you're buying those tourbillons. You're saving £1,000. Extraordinary, extraordinary. That's the tourbillons. Back to these ones, though. Item number, this is the Albion. This is 618. Oh, sorry, this is the Imperium, forgive me, the Imperium. It's 618975. If you're confused on the item numbers, don't worry. All you've got to do is go to the website. You will see all of the photos, everything you're going to be buying, add to basket. And when it comes to choosing different colour options with whatever design you're getting, it's just a drop-down menu, so add to basket and get them checked out. Right now, do you know what? I'm looking forward to this one. Something for the ladies. The price, yes, you can't miss that, can you? You're saving a lot of money, saving £150. Right, okay, we've got the gold. We've also got the steel option here too. Right, I'm torn here. If you are thinking of presents for your mother, your daughter, your sister, your mother-in-law, oh, I'm adoring that colour.
So this is slightly large. This is a 38mm case size. It's slightly larger, and of course ladies are wearing men's watches now quite a lot. When I say men's watches, it's kind of like unisex now.
Yes.
This watch is almost the same size as my old Rolex I've got at home, because they used to be 38mm, 36mm in size. It's got a double fluted bezel.
Right.
Fluted bezels are all the rage.
Right.
All in that classic yellow gold. It has that single diamond at the top of it. It's like 8.5mm in terms of depth, so it's really slim on the wrist. But if you're looking for a slightly larger presentation in terms of the comparison with the other Gamages watch, then go for this one.
Yeah.
It still has that very elegant Milanese strap to it.
Yes, it's just enough, isn't it?
It's just enough.
It complements it.
Yeah.
There is such a romance, isn't there, when it comes to a lovely deep red and gold. There's something so warming. There's something just so indulgent about those colours. There's something just so elite about it.
But it's also the way that it's been finished. It's called burnished circular graining, and it's, as you can see, it's catching the light. And when you're wearing this with your outfit, it's probably more you go in the evening.
Yes, I'd
and
say
wear
so.
that watch in the evening.
I'd say so. I mean, no one would ever believe when you say this cost you £99.99. It is bizarre prices we got here. Look, we're on TV. We're on ITV1 STV. It's a stock thing. We can make it happen. Let's show you the other colour option, by the way. This is the Gamages of London ladies fluted diamond bracelet watch. This is the steel option here. You know what? When you say steel, actually, it's got a lovely warmth to it.
Because, of course, you've got a contrast rose gold around the second flute. So the inner flute is in that finish of stainless steel, and the outer flute is in that finish of IP rose gold. So the two things together, contrasting with the stainless steel strap, that's pure stainless steel in the strap, with that really fine denier, as I call it. It's really lovely and slim. It's not going to pinch the wrist at all.
It's very smooth, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's infinitely adjustable out of the box as well. If you can show the actual buckle of the watch,
yes,
you can see how it actually fits together. And you can just slide, by opening that up with a small screwdriver, you can slide it up and down and it will fit really small wrist sizes as well as large wrist sizes.
So it's easy to fit as well. You know, there's something about that. You can't go wrong with that one, can you?
Yeah.
Well, with any of these, but there's something about that. It's timeless elegance, you know, that can't go out of fashion. It's very much in vogue, as they say. £99.99, oh my word. But I've got a lot of people shopping with us. Thanks very much for joining us again. If you have got any questions, then just email us in. Oh, that's how it arrives, by the way. So it arrives in the gift box. What else is in the box, David, there?
So you'll get the warranty card with the 5-year warranty, and you also get the instruction booklet, which is all everyone ignores.
You're right.
So they actually need to read how to actually regulate the watch.
Well, there we go. Well done if you're going for that one. Right, perhaps this is for you. Now, this is
also new. This is also new.
This is also brand new. Well, honestly,
we've never had that before, by the way. 5 new Gamages one night. It's unprecedented.
It is. You're spoiling us. So seriously, thank you. And it is a proud moment for us here to get watches at this calibre, at this status, for that price. I'm blown away by this. Right, we've got two different colour options. The rose blue is clearly this one. It is an absolute masterpiece as well. You know, the colour is just right. It's got a lovely depth to it, I would say.
And when you're looking at the dial, you'll notice that there is that inner detail, that gouache detail, that makes the watch really, really special. And the fine nature of those hands, and again, it has that really accurate quartz movement in it, that mechanical quartz movement from Seiko Industries. And again, do you feel lucky? Do you feel like pressing the button on this one as well?
I really do.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what? I'm familiar with the name Seiko. I see it on watches. Well, that's a big deal, isn't it?
Well, they're a huge industry.
Right.
And they make a lot of components for really prestige watchmakers across the planet.
Wow.
And many of the names that you'll be very familiar with, which I will not repeat on the show,
I think I know the
will
ones.
be using exactly the same movement, this Seiko movement.
So that's a good sign of quality.
Yes, and it's also to do with reliability. I mean, in the end, the Swiss invented it, but the Japanese perfected the mechanical quartz movement, which is a combination of quartz accuracy and mechanical movement. So you'll notice that second hand is sweeping at 4 beats a second, and that's a mechanical drivetrain in the watch. So you've got that stopwatch function together with the accuracy of quartz as well.
It is beautiful. And of course, when it comes to the design, the designers, they're based here in the UK.
They are, and they're made in such limited numbers as well. So that's why when we see a Gamage's watch on Shop on TV, it's not going to last very long, because there may be 50, there may be 100, there may be 150, but that's the kind of the limit to the number that are ever made. And then the mould is broken and they're not made again.
So it's a very limited edition piece, this. So to know you've got that, to wear that, is going to be a very, very proud thing to own. So based on what David just said, this could be the last time we get to see lots of these watches. So if you are tempted, then go for it. You can't go wrong with prices like this. It's a lot of watch for £349.99, let alone £149.99. It's extraordinary. I know I say that word a lot, but it truly is. So we see the rose blue. This is the rose.
I guarantee, I love to hear what people think at home about this one.
Yeah.
But I saw a very similar watch with a massive price tag in Bond Street the other day.
Really?
That actually had a very similar colourway to this. Those colours are really rich and really beautiful. And I think we are getting, I'm looking at the monitor here, really good, faithful reproduction of that colour. And I hope at home you can see that it's got that real subtle finish to it.
Yes, yeah, it is. I know we're surrounded by lots of lights here. I love the way the lights just bounce off. So that's a bezeled frame. That's probably not the correct way to call it, but you've got there's something about that. It just beams that light, like a ring of light around it.
And every time a watch is designed, around the edge of it, it's called the rehold.
Okay.
You have to decide on...
Yes. Obviously I didn't.
No, of course.
Glad to hear, David.
No, you're learning all the time, of course, but it's the chamfered edge as well. It's
chamfered, that's what I mean.
Yes. And it is the little attentions to detail around those oblong pushers, and the way that first layer leather fits beautifully to the side of the watch. The slimness of the design, 12.5 millimeters in terms of depth, of 43 millimeters or 42 millimeters between the two, 42.5 millimeters in terms of size. Classic size of watch as well.
Absolute classic. Do you know what? I look straight at the clock faces, but don't you think the straps on these folks at home, they just complement the watch face so beautifully well? The intricacy, it all matches. They all tell the most beautiful story, don't they? Right, £149.99. Wow, well done. You're saving a lot of money, basically saving £200 if you're going to go for this. Right, okay, the next one we're going to look for you. Now, we haven't seen this yet today, because we are live here on Shop on TV until 3 a.m. Now, this is normally one of the busiest watches, I've just been told here. Right, now, you look at that price on your screen, absolute bargain. We've got 3 different options for you. We've got the blue on the screen, blue, grey and orange. You'll see them all on the website. Or you can give us a call. It's 03333 241 241. But you can't go wrong with this. Right, I mean, you can't miss this watch.
Well, this is a flagship watch from Swan Edgar. It's a 50 millimeters in terms of size. It is always sought after because everything about this watch is a notch above what we have seen in terms of the watches so far, because it has sapphire glass on the face, so that's a scratch-resistant sapphire glass. It also has that Seiko movement in it with the accuracy of the movement, plus it has a world timer function. Now we need to explain that slightly.
Yes.
There are 24 cities around the world. There are a lot more cities around the world than 24 cities, but there are 24 cities around the dial of the watch.
Yeah.
And by setting the time for London to 1 o'clock in the morning, you can actually see how to set the watch across the entire globe. So here my assistant in the back room is going to set the watch, as I asked, to 1 o'clock. So London is now at 1, and you can see that in Rio it's 2200 hours, and in somewhere like New York, it's 2000, Chicago 1900. And if you're traveling or you're making that phone call to your auntie in Auckland, which is 1 in the afternoon right now,
yeah,
then you have that function available on your wrist. So it's a great talking point. It's something really lovely to have. And in addition to that, it's finished in that, you can see there, that nebular finish on the fascia of the watch.
Yes.
So there is the watch in its entire beauty.
Yeah.
Really limited. It's actually associated with the Space Centre in the centre of Northamptonshire, I think.
I was going to say, there is a galactic look.
There is a galactic look, and if you turn it round,
yes,
you will see on the back of the watch,
yeah,
the moon landing
Oh, you're
from 1960. Yes, in a deeply etched stainless steel. That is something to die for, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous?
It truly is. I mean, I honestly have not seen a watch like this. I truly don't. And that's what I love about Swan & Edgar. It's the heritage, it's the legacy, it's the story behind that. And it is, they are absolute works of art, aren't they? I've never seen a watch face like that. I truly haven't. It's also a very popular one. Let's look at the different options, shall we? So you can see all the options on the side there. I'll just place this one down. So this one clearly here is the orange.
With the flecks of, you can see the Starry Steinernite flecking there. Look at those specks. And you can see it is catching the light. And I'll tell you, the orange, it goes back to the Pogue watches of Seiko in the 1980s that were used in the space station in terms of the inspiration behind these watches. And I can tell, you know, when people are shopping for Swan Edgar, this is the top of the Swan Edgar range. It comes in a beautiful, we're going to have a look at the box in a minute because it comes in a beautiful presentation box as well. Just
briefly, the colour options. So clearly you've got orange, you've got blue, and you've got grey. But don't forget, you have got pictures on the website, so you can double check exactly what you're buying before you add them to your basket. Happy days. Yeah, let's talk about the presentation here, because you know, with something like Swan & Edgar, it's going to be a very, very fancy box. But this is another level of fancy. This is a luxury. You know, it's the whole experience.
It's the experience
of
in fact,
Swan & Edgar,
keeping everything together. But you keep your receipt, you keep the outer box, this comes in as well, you keep the instructions, it becomes a collector's item. And I just loved when I saw this watch, I thought this is just beautifully presented. And especially if you're gifting something.
Yes, I think so.
It might be a special anniversary, it might be a wedding, it might be for the best man of the wedding. It might be for a special birthday.
Yes, yes.
I mean, this is something that really says, I do care.
Yeah.
You know, I am making the extra effort for you.
Absolutely, it does. You know what? I was always taught it's much nicer to give a present than to receive one. This is the kind of gift, I think, David, that you cannot wait to see the look on their faces. And so it will, you know, you get some really lovely wrapping paper. As soon as you see that, it's like a pleather case there. It's an embossed logo on the front there. You know, just touching it, it feels gorgeous. You'd honestly assume it would be way more than the price on the side of your screen. You truly would. £230 would be a bargain, but now it's £159.99. Okay, which colour option are you going for? We've got the blue, we've got the grey, or we've got the orange. Right, we've got so many different styles here, and they do say the watches can complete a look, an outfit, can't they? They could be an extension of our personalities, you know, on our values and our interests. Well, based on that, we have got so many different styles. I think for all tastes as well, actually, as well as price points.
And here's an example of that, because we're now back into the world of automatic watches, which is, we're mostly on the Mecca Quartz right now. The Excavator watch is a limited edition from Swan & Edgar, and it is a totally automatic movement with that beating open heart and the contrasting acid yellow of the subdials there that contrast against the finish of the watch.
I'm honestly blown away. For £139.99 is gorgeous. Do you know, I absolutely adore these straps, by the way, actually.
These are all first layer leather straps.
I've never had a strap like that. I've normally had like links and so on.
Yes.
But I'm really drawn to this. I'm seeing this around a lot at the moment. I really am. The contrast of the stitching there too. Everything is beautifully married together, isn't it? It's
and inside that watch, you can see the exhibition back. There are 210 parts. I mean, that is phenomenal. Hand-assembled watch. Yeah. Normally £350, less than half price. You see that detail on the back, the way that Fibonacci detail on the Swan & Edgar of London, automatic 20 jewels, a serial number there that traces it back to the actual watchmakers themselves, a 5-year warranty, and you can see that leather strap there. You can see how finely that is finished. And because it is a Swan & Edgar, there will not be many of those around. You will not be in the company where you will be in that embarrassing position where someone's got the same watch.
Yeah, that is extremely unlikely. There really are a few of these around, and therefore it's nice to have that serial number. It proves the authenticity. If you are giving it to a wonderful family member who's going to adore it. Let me get them all out for you here, actually. So we got cherry, brown, or navy. Which one are you going for? You know what, when it comes to different colours, the particular hue of these colours, they do match the gold beautifully well, actually. It must be hard to choose the colour, but they just look so aesthetically pleasing, the colour matching.
But it's also, in terms of modern design and the way that people select their watches, people like the idea of actually having something that sits out on the wrist. And because this is a tonneau shape, and because it also has got a sort of more chunky look to it, it's very much a la mode right now to go for that style of watch. Plus the fact automatics they're so lovely. 101 years ago, invented in Bolton by John Harwood. Right. Went into a patent battle with the Swiss and lost. The Swiss lost. And then Harwood actually is now on Wikipedia as the inventor of the automatic watch.
Oh, really? It's the historical figures behind these, the inspiration is magnificent.
And this is actually about excavation.
Yes.
Which is, you know, if you actually happen to be in the excavating industry, then it all ties back to that. This Swan & Edgar always have historical figures behind them as inspirations for the watches.
They do, and you know what, you can listen to it all night, couldn't you? It's fascinating. Well, we've got lots more to go through, so are you going to have the brown, the navy, or the cherry? So £139.99. Yes, we are celebrating Swan & Edgar and Gamages. Don't forget, if you buy anything from Swan & Edgar, you're going to get that credit card holder. If you're buying anything from Gamages of London, you do get that beautiful pen in the case, and that's actually worth £90. It just arrives with your order. You haven't got to find it on the website. Now, there's a watch which you may have seen on the website. We are very, very low in stock of this next one. We just want to show you briefly. We may not be able to see this for very long because we are very low on stock. Now, saving-wise, it is quite something. It's £190 off. This is the Strato. I love the colour on this. The strap's gorgeous.
It's so different. And if you're going out for the summer, you're going out in the spring, lovely to wear. It's actually a day, date, month and 60-second timer. And it also has 163 parts and 21 jewels. And you know, when I look at this, it's a 45mm case size, a square shape, really unusual, dusky pink, contrasting with those acid yellow pushers. But if you want an automatic watch from Gamages, this is the only one on the show.
Really? Right. Absolutely run for this one. Right. It's limited stock. We need to move on. 809501. This is the time to check out your baskets. We were busy right from the get-go, I won't lie. And I know lots of people wanted to see the watches. Have a look on the website, get them into your basket and checked out. We've got brand new designs on Shop on TV. Lots of these are very, very low in stock. We really don't have much of these. There's not many of these around in the world, quite frankly. And when it comes to Damages of London, well, lots of them are limited editions. So you've got something truly remarkable in itself, but then of course you've got the remarkable prices too. You know what, if you know you're going to love these watches, give yourself that gift. Give it to your family, your friends. We've got Father's Day coming up, birthdays on the horizon. I think weddings, for example, like David said, this is the ultimate way to show someone how much they mean to you. It truly is. And when it comes to watches, people take care of them, they cherish them. You may end up passing these down through generations, and that's when they evoke a sense of nostalgia. It's more than just an accessory. They really are works of art that's going to become very important to you. They're bound to be. I just can't believe what I'm seeing already. Limited stock, that is going to go. Well done if you've got that. Well done. Right, more people have just bought the Tourbillon. Well done. We've only looked at this for a few minutes. For everyone who's bought this today, you've saved £1,000. £1,000. Wow. 5 different colour options. Oh, this is prestigious. This is absolute luxury at an extraordinary price. Right, would you like it in the red, the blue, the green, the orange or the yellow? So that's 561731. There's a lot. Look at the back of it. I know people are fascinated by, yes, the beauty on the front, but the most intricate engineering work. This is watch craftsmanship at its highest, in my opinion. Which colour are you going for? Email us in, let us know. The red's very popular. Blue's normally popular too, but the red today, you are loving it. Right. And the green, right, you love them all. £1,999 would be an absolute bargain. You're going to hear why with David shortly. But now, like I said, you're saving £1,000 and you can have it on PayPal, Pay in 3. So all you spend today is £335.65. This is going to be cherished with you and the family. Right, David, why do you think this is so busy today?
What a great colour.
Yeah.
This is new. When I say new, it's less than 3 months ago. I think we've shown it a couple of times. So let's just start with Tourbillon. It's French for whirlwind.
Right.
But that's got nothing to do with it. Okay. But strangely it does. Because,
but it's a nice fact.
Well, George III, when he bought a watch from Abraham Louis Breguet, on the back of it, it had whirlwind, because he wasn't going to have any French rubbish on the watch. It had to be all written. Breguet, who was actually French, had to write everything in English for George III when he bought the watch. But what Breguet was meaning was the movement of the solar system, and the way the watch moves through 360 degrees every minute is a tribute to the movement of the planets around the sun. And that's what he meant by tourbillon. Oh. And that was an actual astronomical term. His challenge was to negate the forces of gravity, which cause watch errors. Everyone was wearing their watches in their waistcoat pockets in those days, and therefore they were in a single position all the time, and they also therefore had errors due to gravity. So by inventing the tourbillon, which was a very difficult process taking 10 years or more, he actually achieved that phenomenon. But he could never dream of building this particular watch, because we need modern materials, we need robots, we need lots of computer-controlled machinery to have the precision to make something like this, which is handmade or hand-assembled, but is a combination of 322 parts, and 450 processes, taking 30 watchmakers a long time to put a single watch together. And what Swan and Edgar have done is to put this together in a 316 stainless steel case, a 42mm case size, with that onion crown to it, with a sculpted finish that only Michelangelo could dream of, first layer leathers, and on the back of the watch, a tribute to the curvature and beauty of design by master watchmakers.
I mean, and you can see that in all of its glory there. And actually, master watchmakers, can I show the back?
Please.
Right, are you ready for this? Okay, this is why people are so fascinated with the tourbillon. That, my friends, is really something else.
Not a single straight line there.
I can't get over that, and people are in awe of this. I mean, it's just so incredibly intricate. You don't know where to start when you look at it, do you?
So where you can see through the watch, you can actually, at the left-hand side, see the actual movement moving through its 360 degrees. You can also see the 42-hour power reserve on the spring of, or the mainspring of that watch, and the curvature, including the synthetic rubies, and some of the design as well, that the watchmaker's really saying, I want you to see the quality and beauty of the watch. And I've seen these watches disassembled, I've seen them put together again, and they are something that watchmakers, horologists, really crave and love. And tonight, at under £1,000, you can actually own a tourbillon and actually have this at the top of your collection. And anyone buying this watch, they already know that because they've done the research and they understand what is behind the Swan & Edgar tourbillon.
I think you're absolutely right, and that's why I'm not kidding, folks. We are very busy for this, and people are waiting for that moment, I think, to buy their tourbillon, and that price is remarkable. I absolutely love this, and it's one of my favourite colours, that. But let's show you one of the other ones here. So yeah, would you like the red, the blue, the green, the orange, or the yellow? Oh,
this is the Tiger's Eye.
Tiger's Eye. Do you have a favourite?
Well, I actually got. Well, I went for that burnished sienna brown, actually, the new one, because I've been working for 5 years now on this, and every time I see a tourbillon, I just,
is it this one?
My eyes start to water, really. But that is that sienna orange.
Yes, we call this the orange. Yes.
I mean, it's so prosaic to say orange, but it's more than orange, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
And look at the infinity dial. Look at the way that is working there. That takes a lot, really does.
I'm just blown away by this. There's just such a dreamlike essence to that colour, don't you think? It's just a whirlpool of colour. It just draws you in. And watches, when you see a lovely watch, you go, oh, very nice. This kind of watch, when you look at it, you pause and you can't help but just take a moment to just get drawn in to the depth of that colour. I mean, it's so clever. And when people ask about your watch, and they're bound to with something like that, they're just bound to, take it off your wrist and just show them the back. Have you ever seen a watch with a reverse like that? Because I haven't. I really haven't. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with Swan & Edgar with the tourbillon. Wow. At this rate, we may sell out of colour options. We've got single figures of these. We may not see them again. Right, let's see the colour. So I'll go around in a logical order.
I'm not sure we've seen the red yet, have we?
No, right, so there's the orange, OK. Let's go to now the red, right here. Which one are you going for? Email us in. Historically, this is one of the busiest.
That's the magma red. It kind of looks like a volcano erupting. It's also, as you say, part of the night sky of the Aurelia Bar or Aurelius.
Well done. I can't do better than that. It is like the Northern Lights. It is like the most gorgeous romantic sunset on a watch there, isn't it? It's really something. So that's what we call the red. OK, let me put that back. The yellow we've got here, we'll show you the case it arrives in just a moment or two. Now, the yellow, one of the lower stocks, actually. So if you're tempted by that, it depends on your outfits, what time of the year you're going to be wearing this. Well, you can be wearing this all year round. But this is something that, when I'm not wearing it, I would keep this in the case. It's that kind of watch, isn't it? You want to look after this. I'll be forever polishing it. We have reached one of the biggest moments of the tourbillon watches we've had here on Shop on TV. Oh my word, this is a heritage moment. Right, so there's the yellow. Oh, we need to have a look at the others. Right, so this one here is the blue we've got here. Very, very pretty. I normally go for blue watches. It's the blue or the red, actually, for me. I think I'd go for the blue. Gorgeous. And don't forget, just admire the strap. And you got that reverse there too. Right, should we show the other one in the box?
Yes, show it in the box, and then after that, we'll just discuss the actual clasp as well, because it's quite cunning the way that's done.
Right. So let's start from the beginning, shall we? Actually, start from the beginning. So if you're thinking about, I mean, if you want to really give someone an extraordinary gift, I mean, that is what they're going to be greeted with. You want a nice bag for this, most beautiful wrapping paper for that, wouldn't you?
It comes in an outer box as well.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Lovely.
A spare strap as well.
Right, and even the stitching around the box is just gorgeous. Right, there we have it. I mean, it's breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. Okay, the strap, you said.
Yeah, so just to explain, I mean, you can actually do it yourself, but the way that straps work, it actually really does work extremely well in terms of once you've sized the watch, so you've sized it to your wrist, it's an easy deployment. So if you press the two sides there, Charlie, you can see.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, so you set, I haven't seen an actual mechanism like that.
Yeah. So it means that there's no pressure put onto the first layer leather. So with the best will in the world, an ordinary leather strap will wear because you're having to buckle it on and buckle it off.
Yes.
But here, it's...
Yes, you sort of fiddle it around, don't you? How do you put it together then, sorry?
So,
shall I pass it back?
Yeah, you can just... I can show you here.
Yes.
You just put it back like that, and then it's fitted in like that. So,
oh, I see. So you set it to your desired positioning.
Yes.
There. And I even want to just polish that,
yes.
you know.
Yes.
Do you know what? It's such a lovely action. I'm actually falling in love with these watches. I really have. I think I have to go for the blue. Which one are you going for? It's so important to check out. In fact, we need to move on. I know it's not the sort of thing you buy every day, but this could be the only watch you'll need to buy. So if you feel like this is going to be something that just extends you as a person, your personality, your status, your values, your interests, then absolutely go for it. A watch like this can truly give a person a sense of completion. I honestly feel lost without my watch. I would want people to see that. 3 payments of £335.65. If you're tempted, that's all you spend today. And if you are thinking of the ultimate gift for Father's Day, all of those payments, if you're choosing PayPal, will be paid off by Father's Day. Wow. Share it amongst your siblings. Chip in, because this is going to be something your father will cherish for years to come. Absolutely years to come. I'm just so attracted to that colour. You know what? They're works of art, aren't they? When you've got luxury timepieces like Swan & Edgar, like Gamages, and when you appreciate the most intricate engineering, the craftsmanship, I mean, it's a fascinating thing. No wonder people get so into watches. They really do. Well, do you know what? We started this, well, at the top of the show with this deal. Well, one of these deals. We've got 2 24-hour deals for you. Now, the Ambassador is the name of this watch. We've got 2 different colour options. Can you believe that price, David? It's incredible.
I find it hard to believe the price because, I mean, in fact, I find it hard to believe the usual price of £200 because that's a good price.
Yeah, it is.
Right? And then you're getting what really is a designer statement limited edition watch in an unusual design for a very, very good price. And you're then getting the credit card holder as well.
Absolutely, yes. Don't forget, if you've just joined us, when you buy a Swan & Edgar watch, you get the credit card holder. When you buy a Gamages watch from us at the moment, live here on Shop on TV, you do get the pen, which we'll show you shortly too. Right, now, when it comes to card holders, there's a practical element to these, aren't there?
These are almost essential nowadays because the way that, you know, touch in and touch out on the
I don't need a wallet anymore.
And also, you know, when you're actually paying for things contactless.
Yeah.
And if you're taking your credit card in and out of your wallet all the time, you'll wear it and you'll end up losing those little 3 digits on the back that you need for your purchases.
Yes.
If you keep it inside this, then you're actually not going to do that.
Yeah, they do wear, don't they?
And it's got a little bit of style to it as well, you know, when you're in a restaurant.
I love the brand.
And of course, we're forgetting the old bulldog and the swan there, Swan & Edgar.
Oh, yeah.
We never think about Edgar, the bulldog. And you know, and he's the mascot of Swan & Edgar. And that goes back to 1812, believe it or not, in Piccadilly. That's when the store was actually having that heritage. Then Royal Warrington then reprised as this boutique watch brand in London, and the designs are mesmerising. And again, this is a Steinway Black rendition with a mecha quartz movement to it. It is 45 by 47 millimeters. It's massive in terms of its presence, the way that it enters the room 5 seconds before you do. It's kind of got that incredible beauty to it. It is.
If I own this watch, I couldn't wait to go out. You know what I mean? Imagine owning a Swan & Edgar watch and you've got that, because I'm a driving licence and their cards, gym membership, not that I ever use it, don't go there. But there's just something about it. There's something about having matching accessories like that is something. Let's show you the different colour options. Do you know why they call it the Ambassador?
Because of the Court of St James's, which is where St James's Palace is, which is a stone's throw from the Swan & Edgar store. It's about Sir George Canning, who was an ambassador. Everything in Swan & Edgar goes back to these historical figures. If you go on the Swan & Edgar website, you can read all about it, but it's just talking about the fact that when you walk into a room and you're an ambassador, it's like being an ambassador for a brand. This watch is an ambassador for the Swan & Edgar range. It has that Seiko mecha quartz movement inside it, which has got accuracy of better than a second a day in terms of its error rate. 20 seconds a month is what's claimed by Seiko. If you use it in a normal sort of way, it's got a three-year battery life to it as well.
Lovely.
I mean, everything about this watch screams class.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? It's a statement piece. This. I absolutely adore it. And do you know what? I really want to have a look at the blue one, actually. Don't forget, you got black rose or blue in stainless steel. It's one item number 034945 is your item number. Go to the website. If you've never shopped with us before, go for it. Go to shopontv.co.uk. I love this one. I normally go for blue watches. Sorry, I'm being selfish here. I just want to see, because I do like that.
And you can see how much give is in that strap.
Yes.
So it's more than 8 inches in terms of the size of wrist it can accommodate.
Yes.
You know, we often get people write in and say, you know, I'm a bit worried about the wrist size and everything else, but all of the dimensions are on the website anyway.
Right.
But if you do have a larger wrist size, this is definitely the watch that's going to satisfy you.
It totally is. I absolutely love this. I haven't gone for a watch of this size in the past. I'm really quite in love with this. You do need to start checking out your baskets. The chances are, if you go to the website in the morning, a few days, well, they may well not be in stock. Truly, folks, we've got limited numbers. We do not have a lot of these. So which one are you going for? It is starting to become, make your mind up time. So if it's going to be the Swan & Edgar watches, if it's going to be the Gamages or London watches, then go for it. Absolutely treat yourself. If it's going to be for you, your family, your friends, you really cannot go wrong. But I did say we've got watches for different price points. We've got watches that's going to complete so many different styles, so many different tastes and interests too. Right. Oh my word, the next option we're going to go through, we've got 2 different options. This is the ladies' graceful diamond bracelet watch, limited stock. Limited stock. It's one of your favourites. Both colours, oh my word, both are limited stock. Right, £200 off these watches. Right, 996,487. Right, should we revisit this then, David? Why do you think this is so popular?
It's very obvious to me that the oval design is resonating with the audience, and I can see why, because so many watches are just round, aren't they? And it isn't the fact that you've got the wrong aspect ratio on your television.
Yeah.
This is in fact genuinely in that shape, and it's in fact, if you get your measures out, 35 by 27 millimeters, and the lug which is 16 millimeters, and a very, very fine Milanese strap to it as well. A single diamond at the Roman 12 o'clock, lovely and slim, 8.5 millimeters in terms of the depth, and that is just a statement on your wrist and with your outfit for the spring. Why not?
Why not indeed? Lisa's been in touch. You are loving this watch. Lisa, thanks for emailing us in. And don't forget, yes, we're live here on Shop on TV, on ITV1, on STV. It's, well, as you can see, that we're just approaching 1:30 in the morning. We are live to help you guys make decisions. So any questions, email us in studio@shopontv.co.uk. If everyone checks out, 5 people are going to be disappointed. We've got more people trying to buy this than available stock. This is, I would say now, one of the most urgent designs on the show. So which colour option sings to you? Which one do you feel is going to be beautiful? I mean, can we help people make decisions based on colour? I mean,
it's very difficult because it does depend entirely. I mean, not a fashionista to say the different designs, but if you're going out and you're going to go walking around the beaches in the summer, then I think that pink is going to work really well. If you're going out in the evenings...
Yeah, I know what you mean, actually, with the blue.
You know, I think the blue. And in fact, why not get both?
Well, yeah, if you're getting both, yeah, absolutely go for it. So you're going to save, what, £200?
Or one for your sister and one for yourself or something like that?
Well, you've saved £400, obviously. Then
yeah, you can swap. You can mix and match with a friend.
It could be a day watch. It could be, depending what outfits you've got. If you love the design, then go for it. Get a selection of colours. So, yeah, 2 colour options. 996 487 is your item number. Wow, wow, wow. That is fantastic. Lots for you to check out, guys. Thank you. Well done. Genuinely, folks, you have got remarkable prices here. You really, really have. Now, we've got another item which is also limited stock. So we've got another ladies' watch for you now. Right, both colour options are limited stock. You love Gamages. Don't forget, just briefly, if you're buying any Gamages of London, you're going to get this pen, which is worth £90. That just arrives with your order when you order a Gamages of London watch. Right, these are stunning, absolutely stunning.
So I'm just thinking the watch can be the consolation prize for your partner.
Yeah.
Can't it? You'll have the watch and the partner gets the...
That's about to sell out. Sorry, the steel is about to sell out. You do need to be quick with this. So we've got the steel, we've got the gold.
38mm in terms of case size, a Swiss movement. And the difference between the two is on the left-hand side, you've got a contrast on the flutes between the inner flute that's in a stainless steel finish and the IP finish of rose gold on the outer flute. The second watch on the right-hand side, which is in that gorgeous deep vermilion red, is in classic yellow gold finish.
Finish, yeah. I mean, I love this. I love the freshness of that colour, but I love that there's a romance to that red, isn't there? That red and the gold. It's so indulgent. All of these colours are so very indulgent. It is, and I hate to put the pressure on, if it's within your budget, go for it. It is starting to become make your mind up time. We're approaching 1:30 in the morning. We don't know when this is going to be back. We may not ever have these designs back because when it comes to Gamages, there are very few of them around. Very, very few. We haven't seen David since January. It's been too long.
I know it has. I mean, I've been missing you all.
We missed you.
And Charlie in particular, because I'd heard so much about you, Charlie, never got the opportunity to work with you.
Well, it's lovely to finally work with you, David, and I've learned so much. I get it from my dad, I think, because he's always been a watch enthusiast. Right, have a look at all of these designs. Lots of these are brand new. Brand new watches we've got here. Lots of them in limited edition, of course, too. Don't forget that. Talk about watches, yes, and then there are watches like this. Luxurious timepieces we've got for you. OK, let's revisit something else that's also been very, very popular. We looked at these for a few minutes earlier on this morning. If you just joined us, then I'm so pleased you've managed to catch this because this is something like I've never seen before. I really, really haven't. For those who have just flicked on, David, tell us about these.
So this is very much a sports watch. It's a lovely size, 50mm in terms of the case size. So it's a nice chunky size. I always exaggerate by saying a statement on a wrist, but it really has all of the elements you're looking for at a high end. So sapphire mineral glass, super luminova. I haven't mentioned super luminova yet.
I thought it was, yes.
Super luminova is a finish on those on the hands that allows it to glow in the dark. It isn't radioactive, as they were in the old days, causing lots of difficulties.
Well, that's good to know.
Very good to know. But it does mean it's the highest level. It's actually Swiss luminova, and mineral glass. That is important, sorry, mineral glass, sapphire glass. So very high design elements. But it also has that 24-hour ability to tell the time across the globe. And now you're looking at the design that is really knocking the socks off all the others. Because it does remind one of watches costing thousands and thousands of pounds, but it's a swan and egg special. You can see the flecks of silver inside that finished dial, the starry night, the Earth, the Moon, and Mars portraying itself there. 24 hours on the right-hand side of the subdial, and the ability to time up to 60 minutes with the stopwatch function, accuracy of less than 1 second a day in terms of error. So very, very accurate timepiece, and around the peripheral of the watch, 24 cities, so you can tell the time across those 24 cities. It's called a world timer because you can tell the time by reference to where you might be right now. So if London is at 1 o'clock, you can see that in Tokyo it is 10 in the morning, and in Nomura it is 12 o'clock midday. Also in Chicago, 1900 at night. You get the idea.
You'd just be interested.
If we now look at it might be 2 o'clock in the morning. My assistant will move it to 2 o'clock, and there you are perfectly orientated. So in South Georgia, it's midnight. And if you go down to Denver, it might be time for that cheeky cocktail.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere.
As they say.
Oh, look at that orange.
You know what? Actually,
this is my favourite, folks, because it is such a lovely colour. And how many times have you seen an orange watch on anyone's wrist? That is because you need to be windswept and interesting and wear something a little different occasionally.
Well, why not? People are. This is a statement piece. It's gorgeous. You know what? You can't help but just take a moment and enjoy and appreciate those colours on that fascia. It's escapism, this. It really is. It just takes my breath away. It truly, truly does. But I actually love the weight of this. I love the size of it. It feels correct on my wrist.
It's about 7 ounces in weight. And let's have a look at the back of the watch.
Well, should we do it? Yeah, why not?
Because why don't we look at the moon landing from 1969? And I was a small boy in those days. I remember seeing it on a flickering black and white television. One small step for man, a giant leap for mankind.
You've always wanted to do that, haven't you, Dave?
I've always wanted to do that, but look at that. Yeah.
That is.
It's a deeply etched stainless steel back and a great talking point.
Yeah.
If you've got any love of space, and you know, it's so about space tourism nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Just save the £200,000, get this watch, and just talk about it in the
safer, I'd say, isn't it? Yeah. You won't get me out there. Right, yeah, £230, £159.99. Right, the time, no pun intended, the time is ticking now. And you know what, we're learning so much from David, and we get absorbed into these stories. Don't forget, we have got very, very low numbers. So if you know you're going to be upset if you miss out on any of these designs, then go for it. It's taken us 10 weeks to get David back, and I'm sure we will do at some point, but with what prices, with what designs, I can't promise anything. Genuinely, that's why people love Swan & Edgar, that's why people love Gamages of London. It's the intricacy, it's the detail. They are luxury timepieces. These are true works of art at such an incredible price. Please don't pay more than you need to. If you look at Gamages of London website even, they are a lot more than what we've got today. Do your own research, of course. It's important for you guys to be happy, but you're going to be coming back here and buying from us right now. Well done to all of you who have checked out. You've saved lots and lots of money. Well done. But if you know this is going to be such a good feeling to have for yourself, if you know this is going to be an extension of your personality, if you know you're going to feel great with these, then that's why people love watches. You know, the digital things, yeah, I get all that, the convenience, but I think it's a waste personally when you can have works of art like these watches from Swan & Edgar, from Gamages of London on your wrist. That is the way to do it. Right. If you're going for this, oh yes, the world timer, this is the quartz watch on the side of your screen, but there's so much more. Have a look on the website, shopontv.co.uk. Now, we got watches ranging from, just over £100 up to £1,000. So we do have price points, folks, for different budgets for everyone. We really, really did. Not just prices, we've got different styles. We've got ladies, we've got gents. We've got various different colours available. We've got so many different options. For me, this is just timeless elegance, this one. Lots of you are buying this. We are busy this morning. Thanks so much wherever you're watching from. Genuinely, folks, you've got something pretty prestigious, I've got to say. Now, we've also got the rose and the blue, so that's clearly the rose. Let me just bring the blue one in for you too. Tell us the story about this then, David.
So again, Gamage is very, very small numbers of these watches made, and unlike many designs, when we say limited, the limited is really, really a small number of between 100 and 150 of each colourway. So when they're gone...
Well, out there generally?
Out there generally.
Not just here?
That's why when you go to the Gamage's website, you'll see the price is about £500 or something like that, because they are incredibly difficult to actually get hold of outside of tonight when you're getting this fabulous price on this brand new to ITV and STV watch. It has that Seiko hybrid VK63 movement inside it, which is very, very accurate in terms of Seiko claiming less than 20 seconds a month in terms of error.
That is amazing. That you associate that with very high-end watches.
And you'll see that the second hand is not doing its classic tick-tock of, or someone always told me it's not tick-tock, it's tock-tock. But yeah. There you go. Or tuck-tuck, who knows. But it's 4 beats a second. And that is your stopwatch function, and you can time up to 60 minutes. In fact, when you pressed it earlier, we're now up to 40. So you can see we're up to 45 minutes or so.
Oh, yes, you can.
Since we started it. Diamond etched indices, gouache detail in the centre, 42 millimetres in terms of case size. So classic in terms of case size. And that chamfered bezel, catching the light rather gorgeously, 12.8 millimetres in terms of depth. And when you look at the whole thing coming together, it is rather special in terms of the way it's been put together.
Yeah, it really is. I just love that colour. Of all the colours we've seen, that's one of my favourites. It's just a very, very deep blue. A tiny little bit green in there, I'd say. It's a little bit of like a teal colour. It's just gorgeous. You know, when you're thinking about presents like 18th or 21st, 40th or 30th, well, all these milestone birthdays, if you know someone on the horizon who's got a big birthday coming up or a big occasion, then that is going to be cherished. £149.99. Which one would you like of these? You can see the details on the screen. It's 659240. The rose, or of course this one here, the rose blue. If you forget any item numbers or if you get confused, there are a lot of brand new designs here today. Then just when you look on the website, click on live deals, scroll down, and you'll see all of the pictures there. Right, so talking about amazing brands, like Gamage in London, we've got Swan and Egger, of course, too. We've also got Samuel and Joseph on the show. Samuel Joseph is also a very, very popular brand we have here on Shop on TV. This is something really, really impressive. We've got black or red. This is sports watch we've got here. Now, straight away, this is... Honestly, you know when we said we have different styles for different occasions and different tastes? Have a look at this. This is gorgeous. You know what? I always think this is quite celebrity. This is like influencer kind of vibes I've got with this. It's really impressive. Now, you get a lot of watch here for £199, but you're not paying that at all. It's £59.99. The Samuel Joseph. This is a limited edition. It's yes, a sports watch with that silicone strap. And even that's chunky. What's one of my favourite bits around there? But 987615 is your item number. So Samuel Joseph, it is very, very popular, isn't it, Dave?
Well, Samuel Joseph is it's a bunch of watchmakers or watch enthusiasts that came together about 40 years ago, and they said, you know, why do people have to pay so much money to watches? So they're London-based again. They kind of got a nautical theme to them, and their watches are incredibly priced really at a level that is unbelievable. And this watch is the sort of watch that you can just get for a bit of fun.
Yeah, why not?
Or if you just happen to be supporting a particular football team, it will actually match your colours as well. Yeah. Those are little gunmetal inserts on the side of it.
Are these here?
Yes, those things there. And then you've got that silicone strap as well, which is very fashionable nowadays. If you watch some of the celebrity programs, you'll see they like silicone straps as well.
Right.
And it's got as the name implies, multifunctions. So it is able to tell the time in 2 time zones. It is also able to tell the date and the month. It could also do a stopwatch function as well, and it has an alarm clock on it, all for $59,999. So no free gifts with this. This just comes as is.
Yes, yeah.
As it were.
It is remarkable, isn't it? Different options, one item number.
So this is how it all works. So you're using the mode button and pressing mode 3 times. You're able to actually set the date. So here we have 11:03, and we can move it through to the time that you actually want, and that is in fact 3:03. And this, in fact, is the date. So 24th of May, which is Alan Ellis's birthday, of course, because we were thinking of Alan. Alan is watching somewhere. And also the day of the week. And you can select the day of the week as well by pressing the start-stop button. By pressing mode, you can get back to telling the time. And then if you press mode twice, then you can set your alarm to wake yourself up in the morning. So to set the alarm, again, by pressing start, stop and reset, you can set the time to a gentleman's start time of 7:27. I don't know if that's okay. And once you're happy with that, press mode and you're back to telling the time. The alarm goes on and off by pressing both the 30 and 40 together. So alarm is on right now, and we turn the alarm off like that. And then you can also turn the alarm back on if you want, and it makes little beeping sounds when it's time for you to get up. In addition to that, you can also always check the day of the week and various things by simply pressing start, stop. So you can see it's the 24th of May still. And then pressing mode 3 times starts your stopwatch function. And there's a stopwatch is working, believe it or not, to 100th of a second. And that stopwatch works in the background while the whole watch is doing its thing. So that's why it's called a multifunctional. It's also got a little backlight at the top left-hand side. It says light. You can press that. So in the night, you can tell the time as well. What an amazing package.
It is. You know what? You're right. That's a good bit of fun, that watch. And I mean, it's very functional, very practical. I love the width of that silicone strap. That it seems, I don't like the word on trend, but it does seem so, actually. It's so sporty.
I think the answer's fun. It's just fun.
Yeah, it's just fun, isn't it? Well, whilst we stick with Samuel Joseph, another watch I'm going to offer you right now. This is limited edition. This is called Speed Exquisite. So again, it's a completely different look. It's just, you can't compare the two, can you? You might be going for both if you want to stock up and get a variety of watches. We've got 2 different colour options for you. We've got the black, we've got the silver, and it's 725973. Oh, actually, Roman numerals, there's something just so classy, and it's very impactful, that watch, actually.
It has all of the items that Samuel Joseph wanted to bring out. So you've got that nautical theme with the anchor and the S of the Samuel Joseph of London. It's a 43mm case size. It's also got that fluted bezel, Roman numerals, and it has a stopwatch function as well, which works in the small subdials that you can see. So you've got 24 hours at 3 o'clock, and then you've got the ability to time up to 60 minutes by using the stopwatch, which functions on the bottom subdial. So it's a different movement to we've seen earlier. And of course, it is quartz because you can see it's ticking at 1 beat a second.
Yeah, you know what? It is a beautiful profile.
It's lovely and slim. It's 10.8mm in terms of its depth. So it's quite slim, if you like a slim watch. It has a stainless steel strap as well. So a lot going on at an incredibly good price.
Yeah, and to show you the other colour
Oh,
there.
I like that one because it's got that dual colour, what they call two-tone.
Two-tone, yeah. I don't know. They're both lovely. Just which one sings to you? Which is going to be for your son's 18th, 21st, your father's 80th, I don't know, whoever it's going to be for. A watch like that, they're always so cherished. You can't go wrong with a watch like that. Normally, for this watch, genuine folks, you would be paying £205. It's way better than half price. You're saving more than what you're spending. Now, it does help if I have the watch the right way round.
It's the first time you did that, so that's really good.
You know what? Not bad. I'll take that. Right, 3 payments of £24.98. So it's 1 payment today if you're using PayPal, and that includes your postage and your packaging. We have new customers every single day here on Shop on TV. Whether you're watching us on STV, on ITV1, you're all welcome here. And go to the website. You'll scroll down, add it to your basket, and do get them checked out. Right now, also Samuel Joseph. Yes, we've got more Swan and Edgar. We have got more Gamagers coming up shortly too. But we can't ignore these. Shall I show them both? Is that helpful? Yeah. You know what? Actually, I think this is my favourite Samuel Joseph.
They became incredibly popular last time because they are called the Jubilee watch, because the Jubilee strap, which was iconically invented by that famous Swiss company, is kind of like homaged here in the way to put it together. It's you know, it's not that, but it kind of looks like that. And it has that curved mineral glass to it. 162 part, 21 jewel movement inside the watch, a skeletonized finish, so you can see inside it as well. Lots of different design elements that are reminiscent of the classic watches of the 70s and the 80s. Which is also why the case size of 38 millimeters, again, suits a lot of people that don't like large, oversized watches. And on the back of the watch, you've got the ability to see the back of it, because you've got an exhibition back to the watch.
Oh, right. Hang on.
So it's packing a great deal. It's carrying a lot of weight for $74.99.
Yeah, honestly, because I thought that was intricate enough. That was, you want to explore that, don't you? The layers of the mechanics. But oh my word, that is for $74.99. It would be an absolute bargain at £210. Genuinely, $74.99. You've got the appreciation of the intricacy there. You can see the craftsmanship. It's that timeless elegance. Once again, from Samuel Joseph. That we're busy for this already. No wonder we are busy. Lots of you are checking out. Well done if you've got that. This is a really special show, and do you know what? Watches are something that people do cherish. People do pass them down, don't they? And they're just complete outfits. They make you feel, I don't know, just well-rounded. Personally, that's how it makes me feel. I feel lost if I forget to put my watch on. Honestly, I hate it. But this, you know what? The boxes it comes with, again, for that price, get a 2-year warranty. That's a gorgeous, that's an embossed box you've got there. Right, there we go. If you want it on PayPal, you absolutely can do. Right, OK, we've got 2 more watches from Samuel Joseph.
So this is the larger size of the previous watch you saw. So again, it is a skeletonized watch, and it has a rotating bezel as well. It has the same movement inside it, the 162 part automatic movement, but the size is 45 millimeters. So it is more of the classic size of today, with 2 different treatments around that stainless steel IP finish. So you've got a shiny middle part and a burnished outer part. And that rotating bezel is genuinely a rotating bezel, which at that price point, again, is quite remarkable.
Quite remarkable. I tell you what is remarkable also, how many people are currently going for the black already. Well done. So the gold or the black, again, that's upside down. Oh, that's twice, dude.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I can see why, because these ones are a little bit more difficult to actually see which way round. The clue is actually the crown that actually you have to put to the right side.
Oh, I see, right.
Do you know they actually made some with the crown the other way around? It's quite interesting, because people like to wear the watch on the other side. It was a special order to get the watch, because of course the movements don't work that way, so they have to be specially made.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly,
not a lot of people know that.
No, I know that for a lot. The attention to detail is just unsurpassed, and the price is. All of these prices are just incredible. They genuinely are. If you would like this, the skeleton automatic watch with a stainless steel bracelet, would you like the black or the gold? Black is very popular here. Yeah, £79.99 is very popular with the crew too. Right, 921-292. The easiest way to shop is on the website, or you can give us a call. Give our call centre a ring if you prefer. It's 03333 241 241. You know what? They are, I think, one of the best gifts money can buy. We've already had sellouts. We're spoilt for choice here. we got price ranging from around the £60 mark all the way up to £1,000. We got price points for all budgets, I would say. We've got price points for, I don't know, various different occasions as well, I think it's fair to say. But what's also important to remind you all, we have got different looks for so many different styles and interests. I do think we've got something for everyone. Right, would you like the rose gold or the gold? We've got here there. Right, brand new.
This is a new brand.
Right.
Vickers
Really? I was going to say, I haven't seen this before.
Vickers Armstrong, you might remember the VC-10, some of you old enough to think about the Falklands and everything. The VC-10 was the transport plane that was used at the time. Vickers commercial, Vickers Armstrong. So originally an engineering brand in Britain, making ships and all sorts of things, and now reprised again as an engineering-inspired brand that we're seeing tonight. All London designs again, and this being a sort of semi-tonneau shape, but it's a slightly smaller size, so it's kind of like 38 millimeters in terms of the width of that. And if you'd like a slightly smaller cadet size, we call it.
Right, cadet size.
And this is definitely for anyone, really. It's gender neutral. This is totally.
It is neutral. It's a classy strap, that as well. Actually, it does. Yeah. If you love that colour, if you normally wear gold watches, right, we are busy for these. We truly, truly are. 3 payments of £34.98. How does this arrive, by the way? It arrives in a box?
So this arrives in a box as well. We do have an example of the box, which I will get in a break.
We will try if we can do it, yeah. Because you see a picture of that on the website anyway. But, you know, this is £300 worth of watch for £99.99. If you're one of the many individuals who's buying this up and down the country, you've just saved £200. If that is that one singing to you, if that I think you know the one you want as soon as you see a watch. Quite often it's the one that you first set your eyes on, isn't it? So 899622 is your item number. Joe, we'll show you the box actually, because I get it. When you're not wearing it, you might keep it in the box. If you're going to buy this for a gift for someone, you want the whole experience to be a memorable moment. So yes, it's the watch, but it's about the presentation too. So we'll show you that. Yeah, once again, 3 pence for £34.98. That's gorgeous. That's the gold. Let's show you again the rose gold. So this is in the box.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, it's a lovely colour, that. I know, you know, I'm not going to talk about this for the rest of the hour, but I do think boxes are so important. It's
industrial, isn't it?
Tone. Yes, it does. It sets the standard. It's the beginning of the experience for that lucky recipient. Yeah, there you go.
And I'll try to put it in properly next time.
Yeah, we get the idea. That, yeah, love it. I love the shape there. Anyway, look, easy way to shop for this, like I said, is on the website, Vickers Armstrong. This is the Beacon watch, £99. Should be £299.99. Right, do you know what? We're approaching 2 o'clock in the morning. Joe, if you have just joined us, maybe watching us since the start of the show, yes, we're live here on Shop on TV. My name's Charlie, we're here with David. If you've got any questions, that's why we're live. I can ask David for you at home. Send us an email, studio@shopontv.co.uk. Maybe you're an expert when it comes to watches. Maybe you're new, but you want to get into it. Maybe you're looking for the ultimate gift for someone, or maybe you're a collector. Either way, you're absolutely at the right place. So don't go to bed. Stay up with us if you can do, because it's so fascinating listening to David speak about these beautiful, beautiful, luxurious timepieces. And I mean absolutely every word of that. When it comes to Swan and Edgar, we've also got lots from Gamages of London. People are fascinated by the intricate craftsmanship. People are fascinated because they're just such strong works of art, and the legacy behind this, the heritage, is just timeless elegance, and people adore it. Right. Are we ready for this one? This has been a very busy option for people. It's not every day I get to say on TV, you're saving £1,000. £1,000, yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? We're going to talk you all the way through it. It's been very, very popular. If I've got any questions, like I said, just keep them coming through. Right then, the Swan and Edgar. Okay. 561731. Let me show you the orange one first of all. We've got that one right here. It's a lovely burnt orange, but let's go right back to the beginning. David, why, I mean, you can see why, but remind us why this is so very desirable.
So when you're looking at this watch, you're seeing a piece of watch history on your wrist. Going back 200 years to the master watchmaker, Abraham Louis Breguet, who escaped the terror in Paris because he was rescued. He was watchmaker to Marie Antoinette, watchmaker to George III, and watchmaker to Napoleon. So all of these heads of state, and in fact, one of the anniversary watches shows all of the many people that he provided watches for, and the top of the whole tree was the tourbillon watch. And a tourbillon watch negates the forces of gravity by rotating its entire movement through 360 degrees every minute by means of that cage you can see in that open heart at the bottom of the watch. An incredibly difficult thing to do, and Breguet could not have done this particular style of watch because it is called a flying tourbillon. It only has one actual point of connection to the case. And that watch is 322 parts, 19 jewels, 450 processes, 80 milling processes alone, 30 watchmakers, 316 stainless steel with a sapphire crystal on the top of that watch in 42 millimeters, sculpted beautifully with first layer leathers, and is remarkable in the cleanliness and beauty of its design. And from Swan & Edgar, it doesn't get any better than that.
It really doesn't. This is a prestigious watch. This is like the creme de la creme, isn't it? It is. It has to be my favourite. It does. I love the strap. I love the balance of this. It's gorgeous. We have got different colour options. We've got the orange, which we've seen right here. If it carries on like this, we're going to be selling out of colours. Again, it's not every day you get to save £1,000. By the way, look at the map there. I am in awe of that craftsmanship. I mean, it's just pure talent is what we're seeing right there. Right, so that's the orange. Should we go through the other colours? So I can tell we're getting busier and busier. That tells me people are really starting to make up their minds. Maybe you're going to go to bed. Maybe you just want to make sure you've got yours. We'll whiz through the colours for you. So we've got the orange. We've got the blue right here too. And there is like the Northern Lights. It's the most beautiful sunsets, sunrises we got here. It's quite galactic, actually.
It's almost like the melding between night and day on your wrist.
Yeah.
And it's the way that that has been finished. It's a multi-stage process to get that fascia as it is. Diamond etched indices and those absolutely gorgeous abyss. It's kind of like the leaf hands that are just finely beautifully finished with a little bit of bloom. This is the Magma Red, which has proved to be popular in the past. And believe it or not, we have so few of these, and they do go out of stock so regularly. And it's very, very difficult to get a watch like this at under the list price. Yeah. So if you like the watch, really consider it.
Do consider it, Joy. Those look like sun rays beaming down, don't they? The way the colour just dances around is really quite absorbing. It's like a whirlpool of colour there. I could look at these for ages. Again, these are the watches where people will ask about it. You know, watch enthusiasts are going to love it. So we've just shown you, we've shown you the blue, we've shown you the red, the orange. Here's the yellow, by the way. I keep changing my mind.
Yes.
You know, you might be going
yellow.
For
really is not really yellow, is it? It's got that sort of tiger's eye finish to it.
Yes, it has. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you describe it?
I know. We could describe this in sentences.
Olive oil, would you say a deep first press olive oil?
Yes, it is like a very, very high end. Yeah, the ones that's like £25 a bottle, those ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, the colours are just stunning. And you know, if you're going out and you want to actually make a statement, and this will be one of your special watches, you'll keep the case, you'll keep the outer case, you'll keep the guarantee and everything else. You'll keep everything about the watch.
So what guarantee do we have?
You have a 5-year warranty on these watches. You also have the whole presentation in the box and the outer box, which is really lovely. You get a second strap. You've got this easy deployment clasp. You've got, in addition, You've got the whole history going back to 1805 when these watches were originally invented by Breguet. And to own a tourbillon, it's really the top of the class. And so many watchmakers can never actually afford, watch collectors I should say, can never afford a tourbillon. But tonight, possibly, with consideration, you might be able to.
You just want to explore all those working parts, don't you? You really, really do. I've never seen a watch quite like this. I really do. It's just enough. It's a tasteful strap. It's a tasteful amount of colour. It's the weight of it. It's the working mechanics. And I'm just blown away. I truly try. By the way, now, when it comes to a watch like this, do you know what? I'm going to build this one up because the presentation is quite extraordinary. If you want to buy something quite extraordinary for a family friend, a loved one, their milestone's birthday, or look, not to be too cringe, but just to remind that person how much you love them, then this is going to be one of those purchases you're not going to forget. There are purchases we make in life that you always, always remember. Folks, this is going to be one of them. You're going to remember this date where you bought this. Right, okay, I can look at that all day. It is dreamy. And this is what life's about. If you know this is going to make you feel good, if you know this is going to be something you're going to be so proud to wear, maybe every day, maybe you're going to say it for special occasions, once it's on your wrist, if you know you're going to be proud of it, then it's worth every single penny. Right, here is the presentation. So regardless of which colour we buy, this is how it arrives then, does it?
It does. It comes in an outer box as well.
Yes,
with a spare strap in a beautiful kind of like paper protection.
Nice. I mean, even the chunky stitching around there.
It's kind of got that carbon fibre-esque finish to it.
Yeah, it is. It's very up to date, isn't it? Their style.
It's like an expensive motor car's fascia.
Isn't it that? This is one of the busiest shows we've had for the tourbillon watches. I've got to say, folks, well done. Right, that is what you or that lucky person is going to be greeted with. I mean, gifts don't come, I don't think, much better than that. It's that colour spiralling round that just grabs your attention. Do you know what? Actually, I don't think I've ever been so attracted to a strap on a watch either. I really think I have. There's just something about it. It just matches, it fits beautifully. The design work is unsurpassed. Right, 3 payments of £335.65. It's just one today, and this will be arriving to your door. If you are going to get this for Father's Day, well, all the payments will be paid off by Father's Day itself. So you got peace of mind right there. And you get that warranty, you get that guarantee. So again, more peace of mind. Wow, that is fantastic. Well done if you've got this. You've just saved £1,000. We really don't have many. We've got under an hour left on this live show. We could well be selling out of colour options, so go for that if you can. Right, okay. Are we ready for this? This is one of our 24-hour deals. Okay, our price here, £129.99. That is a remarkably good price. Right, saving £70. This is one of the most popular watches we've got today. Right, David, so you start right from the beginning, because this is getting busier and busier.
So this is the A-lister's watch, isn't it? Because it is a tonneau-shaped watch, very much the choice of those in the know, because tonneaus are much more difficult to make. You don't see very many of them around, and it's French for barrel, and it actually means that curvature of that mineral glass catching the light right now. And in terms of the size of the watch, 45 by 47 millimeters, so a slight rectangular wrist shape, but it's the width of the bracelet that stands out, and the number of links. If you have a larger wrist size, it's going to fit you. It's going to be more than 8 inches in terms of the amount of space it has available to accommodate that large wrist. Inside the watch, the engine inside the watch, the actual powerhouse is a Seiko hybrid movement. It is accurate to less than a second a day in terms of error. 20 seconds a month is what's claimed by Seiko. Has a 3-year average use, if you use it 30 minutes a day for stopwatch functions and everything else. It's a 24-hour sub-dial. It can tell the date. It also can actually allow you to time things up to 60 minutes. The whole thing is packaged beautifully, and you can have the Steinway black and gold version of it if you prefer something a little bit more unusual.
Yeah.
This is the one to wear in the nightclub, I think.
Well,
and I think it just looks wonderful on your wrist.
I've learned a lot about myself today. I normally go for the blue, but actually, that feels good. That feels good. There is a celebrity vibe to this. Not that I am one, one day, but that really does have that status. It truly does. £129.99. You do get a lot of watch for this, don't you?
You get it's a really, and again, the mark of a quality watch is the weight of it as well. Lovely balanced weight, but like 170 grams, it's like 6.5 ounces in old money. You can feel the quality and the standard of the watch. And it's the finish, that black IP finish, vapor disposition process, very difficult to achieve. 0.6 of a micron in terms of just the amount.
Sorry?
So this is a way of putting a substrate on top of the stainless steel to protect it. It's actually used for drill bits as well. So it's something that's a technology that happens in a vacuum.
Right.
So the whole of the stainless steel is bombarded by tiny particles, and you get this very, very fine layer of black, which is titanium nitrate or titanium carbide.
This
I can never remember.
Tough material.
It's a tough material, and they use it for drill bits because of that purpose. And it's 8 times as resilient as if it was plated with a good old gold in the old days.
You would associate that with an expensive watch, wouldn't you, really?
Well, that's the whole ethos behind Swan & Edgar, to bring watches of high quality, London-designed watches at a price that is affordable. It's bringing it to the point where you can actually have a collection, which people nowadays want to have.
Yeah, totally. This is it. I'm getting quite brave when it comes to watches. I'm at the stage where I want a variety of them now. Maybe this is your first watch, and maybe you're building up a collection of watches. Maybe you're looking for a variety of watches. That's something quite spectacular about this one. This has a presence to it that people are going to absolutely love. £129.99. Wow, we've had a surge of people slowly go to the website. This is now becoming one of the most popular watches. Oh my word! By the way, you do get a gift with this as well. When you buy a Swan and Edgar watch with us today, you get this included in your order. It's a gift with purchase. You don't have to find it on the website. It will just arrive with your order, and that's worth £45. Fantastic.
It's worth a lot more than that in terms of convenience.
Absolutely.
Because of the way that you can carry your credit cards around without actually
I don't need a wallet anymore. I don't need.
You certainly don't. You can put the cheeky £5 note in there as well.
Yeah.
And the whole thing together is, the modern life.
Yeah, it would be. I need a separate one for my coffee loyalty cards, which I always forget, but never mind. Honestly, I never get the free one because I just forget, but that's a boring story for another time. But you can see your credit cards in there. It could be a driving licence, who knows. But I love the way it's branded. It's been debossed, hasn't it, with the Swan and Edgar logo. So you have it matching. It's going to be beautiful. Right, don't spend £200. It's £129.99. Are you going to go for the silver with the beautiful blue face, or is it going to be the black? They're gorgeous. They're really, really pretty. Right, now, another popular design we've got for you is this. This is the World Timer. Right, £159.99. Right, there's the grey. I'm going to jump straight to the blue, if that's OK. That is one of those popular. I'll hold it still for you. You can see the little flecks of sparkle in there. It's like looking up like the midnight sky when the sky is full of stars. It is dreamy, absolutely dreamy. You can see that fleck there, and look, that's a bargain price. Absolute deal.
The price of $230 is sold every day on the Swan & Edgar website. It's only tonight that we're getting it at that reduced price with the gift as well. Look at the Starry Night. Look at the diamond etched indices. Look at the fact that you have that Seiko hybrid movement inside the watch. The Earth, the Moon, and Mars depicted on that watch, and 24 cities around the world to be actually tell the time across 24 cities just by turning the sub-dial at 10 o'clock. Little flash of red on the gasket. Pure stainless steel in terms of the strap, really chunky, really heavy on the wrist. It feels like a quality timepiece. It's the flagship. It has super luminova on the battens, which means that you're able to tell the time in the dark. That is a luminous material.
Yep.
It also has sapphire glass on the face of the watch. It's the only watch other than a tourbillon that has that sapphire glass. And people in the trade know that the sapphire glass is the mark of a very expensive timepiece.
And at a price of £159.99, that's an absolute bargain. And you know what, when you look at the back there, there's a story to this too, isn't
So there's the moon landing, and there is Neil Armstrong looking up at the, maybe someone else, of course, we can't say it is Neil Armstrong, we don't know. And you can see the Earth.
Don't go there.
Yes. Other Armstrongs are available.
Yes.
Because
Other moons are available.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, deep. Anyway,
it's a deeply etched stainless steel, really lovely talking point to it. And you can also tell the time across 24 cities in the world.
oh yes, you can see that around the outside.
See how you can do that.
Yeah, you can see it all the way around there, can't you? It is beautiful. Anything with like a galactic theme really grabs my attention. It's so dreamy. There's just something about it. It's the most wonderful theme, isn't it? Right, yeah, the world timer. This is with the stainless steel bracelet. How does the timer work, Si, around the outside, the world timer?
Well, let's get the little man in the back to deal with this. So he can actually...
He works hard tonight.
He works very hard. He always follows my instructions. So we'll move using the sub-crown, you can see, we're going to put London at 1 o'clock because we made this a little bit earlier. And there you can see that the time in Chicago is 1900 hours, in New York 2000 hours, Paris 2 in the morning, and Karachi is 6 in the morning. But now it's getting later, it's getting to 2 o'clock, so London's now at 2, and you can see in Sydney it's 12, and Nomura 1300, and Auckland 1400. You get the idea. If you're travelling, if you're making that phone call, what a wonderful thing to own.
Well, it totally is, isn't it? It's just, it looks like it should be so much more than the price on your screen there. But sometimes we see a watch and we just think, yes, that's the one. Is this the one for you? It says something to you. You know, you just know. Is this going to match your outfits? Do you want something that's really going to be that little bit different? The orange is growing on me, you know.
Well,
it truly is.
The orange is nostalgic for me because I owned an orange watch many years ago, and I was in Barbados on a hobby cat with this watch. And unfortunately, I wasn't a very good sailor, and the watch disappeared into the briny ocean. It's probably still there.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, but it was that orange colour, and orange. If you kind of do a little bit of research on colours, it is a very, very specialised colour. You're not going to see many people with orange watches. You go to some really expensive shops in Bond Street, you want an orange watch, you're going to pay a fortune for it.
Yeah, so you aren't.
And again, it kind of makes you a little bit different to the crowd.
Yeah, it really is, you know. And you know, it's when you say orange, it's like a burnt orange, isn't it? There's a depth to it.
Well, it's that flecks of starry night in it as well. And remember, it's got that superluminova, so you can tell the time at night, as you'd expect from a watch that depicts night skies. It also has that sapphire glass, and it's a real quality timepiece and comes in a beautiful presentation box.
Yeah, it truly does. And you'll see that on... Oh, do you know what, actually, before, yeah, can I show you the presentation box really quickly? Is that right? I'm winding them up. But that, you know, I think presentation is so impressive. Again, £159.99 for this. I mean,
this is
how
the
much
affordable gift for your best man, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
This is the dad
for the ushers.
Yes, exactly.
It totally is. Yeah, it totally is. Weddings coming up in the family. Is that the case? Then absolutely, why not? If that's affordable for you, think Father's Day. Again, that's in what, a couple of months' time. This will arrive in your day. This will arrive to your door in a few days' time. Don't forget. But even if you're choosing PayPal Pay in 3 on any of these watches, you'll be paying off all those 3 instalments by Father's Day. Right. 297032. Have a look on the website. It's the quickest way to order. Maybe you've never shopped this before. Very warm welcome to Shop on TV. Yes, we're live here on ITV1 on STV. My name is Charlie. We're here with David. Easiest way to shop is right here. It's shopontv.co.uk. You can do this on your phones, or your laptop, wherever's easy for you, your tablets. We have got Swan of Edgar. We've also got Gamages of London here. Right, now, when it comes to Gamages, they are, oh my word, so in demand. And that's because quite often there are very few of them out there. Quite often they're limited edition, and we've got lots of brand new designs today here on Shop on TV. We love it. Every time I look at this, I think, no, this is the one, actually. It's just so timeless. It's that classic look that's never going to date, I don't think.
And it's the classic dimensions of this watch. 42 millimeters is a classic size. It is the watch to go for right now. It's brand new tonight on STV and ITV. And it also, because it's a Gamages watch, it comes with a beautiful pen. It also has a Seiko movement we talked about so much before, mechanical quartz movement, so you've got a stopwatch function as well. But it is just the sort of watch you want to wear with a suit, with a smart jacket. Yeah. It's something that you would wear when you're going out to actually make a statement that you do have style.
It is. Do you know what, this, there are some watches out there that's beautifully loud and they have great impact. This does in the most classy, elegant way. I like them both, but I think it's because I'm wearing a dark blue suit. I think it's I think it's this one for me. Have a think. Which one is going to work for you at home, or for you, your family, your friends? Is it going to be for your father? Which one is it going to be? Because whichever one you choose, you're saving £200. If your PayPal Pay in 3 is more affordable, then it's £51.65 today. 659241. I adore it. Absolutely adore it. And each of these have got their own serial number.
They have their, they're all, and oh yes, we didn't really emphasise this in the last 15 minutes. Gamages make so limited numbers. So we're talking between 50 and 150 of each of the designs. And when they're done, they're done. So you are in a very exclusive club, which is why on the Gamages website, they're so expensive.
Right, because there are just so few of them.
There are so few of them around. But because of the relationship with Shop on TV, for one night only, you're able to get these watches at a really great, below the normal Shop on TV price by a huge margin. Well, and you're paying for the design and paying for the rarity of the watch.
You are. So the chances are we're not going to see these again. The chances are we could well not see these again. So it is something to come make your mind up time. We have got, oh my word, we've got about 40 minutes left on the show. 40 minutes left. So they're winding me up. Every time I'm here, I have to look at the clock. I've got watches everywhere. Why am I needing to look at a clock? It's right here. But look, right, saving £200, it's 659240. Oh, by the way, don't forget, when you order a Gamages watch today, you're going to get this gift. That pen is worth £90. Can I pick up and hold this pen just briefly? Is that all right? Because you are right. The first thing that David asked me was, how do you find the balance?
Yes.
You know what? Effortless, I think, is the word. It just cradles in your hand just so beautifully well. It just, you know what I mean? It just belongs there. It belongs there. It just feels like it's part of my hand. It's just gorgeous. And there's something about writing with a quality pen that's beautifully weighted. You can't beat it, I don't think.
No, and it's a great addition because your partner can receive the pen. Yeah. Or you can keep it for another gift whilst you enjoy the watch.
So you will see this on the Shop on TV website. It's £90. It arrives with your order. So when you order a Gamages of London watch from us today, right now, this will just arrive in your delivery. How about that? And in the posh case. Ooh, very nice. Right, okay, well, again, we've got price points for different budgets. We have got so many different colours. We've got so many different styles. We've got big, bold designs. We have got classic styles here. And it is important because they do say that a watch can just extend our personalities, and that is why we have variety here, folks. It's not something to overthink. It's something just to take advantage of whilst we got these deals. If you know you're going to love it, get yourself a beautiful, beautiful, luxurious timepiece. They're all luxury. The prices, I just can't believe it. And I really want to say thank you to David, to Swallow-Negger and to Gamages for making this happen. This is a really, really big moment. Okay, let's go back to this. This is the Speed Target watch. This is one of two 24-hour deals. Maybe just flicked on. Very warm welcome. This is a remarkable deal, seriously, but we can't do this deal for very long. 24 hours only, but at this rate, judging by how many watches we've been through, how much we've sold, it's not going to last 24 hours. Normally £205, but now it's lowered to £119.99. That PayPal's phenomenal. Take advantage of that. If it helps spread the cost, then folks, go for it. Whilst it's here on TV, 3 payments of £41.65. By the way, if you're buying this as a gift for someone and you've forgotten some of the information, the background of these watches, these live shows do get uploaded to YouTube. So you can show that to someone. If you love hearing what David has to say, because there's a lot of information, there's a lot to these watches. Do watch it back. You can show it to them if you want. Okay, where do we start with this one?
Well, we'll start by, why don't, just to get us started, press the top button again.
Up here, yeah.
Because I want to say that this is the lowest price mechanical quartz watch on the show.
Wow.
This is a phenomenal price at that $119.99. And what you're seeing there with the second hand sweeping through 4 beats a second is the mechanical element of a quartz movement produced by Seiko Industries, and with accuracy of better than 20 seconds and better a month. So this is a 45mm case size from Swallow-Negger. It's a limited edition watch. You can time up to 60 minutes with it. And because of the design, it's actually emblematic of archery, and goes back to Sir William Dodd, who was an archer in the 1908 Olympics, because Swallow-Negger go back 200 years, had so many famous clients, and now, as a quintessentially British watch brand, we pay homage to some of these characters of the past.
Yes.
And so this is why it's called a Speed Target watch, and you can see that, and it's quite remarkable.
Well, it adds a lot more meaning to a watch, doesn't it? It does become a work of art for what it represents, for what it stands for. If it's just pretty colours, lovely, but it's so much more than that. We've got different colour options, by the way. Here's the silver, of course. Here is the black. Which is the most popular, by the way? Which is the most popular? I'm interested. Hey, do you like the silver? But I actually love the contrast of the black here too. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous strap. It's beautiful. It's almost like a flat mat, like a bit of a satin finish.
It's a satin finished IP, ion plating, ION plating,
right,
done in a vacuum under incredibly stringent conditions. A very tiny layer of substrate is put onto it to give it resilience and allow it to take the knocks and scrapes of everyday life. Far more efficient than having gold plating on your watch.
Absolutely, yeah.
Rotating bezel, so you've got a tachymeter function as well. Cyclops eye, so you can tell the date easily. A little flash on the red of the gasket on the crown of the watch. Inverted pushers. All these design elements are emblematic of Swallow-Negger's design skills.
They really are. That sits quite happily right there, I think. I'm quite attracted to this one now. You might be going for more than one today. You know, why not? If you want to just get a variety of watches for different times of the year, for different occasions, a day watch, one for when you're going off to lovely events and so on, then why not? The silver is very popular. You absolutely love that bit. The black adds quite a lot of drama, actually. It's the drama in that watch that's beautiful. 996831. Just a quick congratulations to everyone who's bought one of the Tourbillon watches. You've saved £1,000. Well done if you've got the tourbillon. Back to this one though, what we're looking at now for £190.99. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful watch. Okay, whether it's £59.99, whether it's £60, whether it's £1,000, we've got various different watches ranging between those price points. And if you're looking for something for that special occasion or an everyday watch around the house, then you absolutely can do. Right, let's have a look at, the blue tourbillon. Okay, right, what we're about to remind you of now, I mean, you can already see it in all of its beauty. Right, I've just been told this is not going to be here when you wake up in the morning. That's our gut feeling. Oh, the blue, that's going to be the first one to sell out. There is the most beautiful, dreamy look to this. Do you want this on your wrist? That's the question here. Is this something that you're going to feel so good wearing? There are things we own, there are purchases in life that we never forget. There's something that we look back on and think, I'm so pleased I bought that. You can't go wrong with something so luxurious. And this is something that's so classy. And this is what Swan & Edgar stand for. It's timeless British elegance. And that's exactly what we've got right here. British designed, but can we just look at that price, folks? Normally, and I'm sure people would buy this for £1,999, pretty much £2,000. It's the intricacy. More people, another one's just gone. We have got single figures of the tourbillon. I'm not joking. I hope we're going to be back here with these. I can't promise anything because, right, the blue is now limited stock. If you want that whirlpool of colour on your wrist, then do check out. I think it's going to be the stage. We're going to have more people trying to buy this in available stock. David, we can't be long on this. We think it's going to go. Why would you be recommending this?
Well, I would say that it is a superstar of the show. It's head and shoulders above anything else we have here. Obviously, it's reflected by the price. But if you are a watch collector, if you're a watch enthusiast, then to own a piece of horological history on your wrist is something really special in its own right. And Breguet invented this in 1805 and was a remarkable man that most watchmakers consider to be the father of modern watchmaking. He was battling the forces of gravity and trying to work out how to make a watch more accurate. But the answer to that was to put the movement into a cage and move it through 360 degrees, a hard thing to do. This is a flying tourbillon beyond the dreams of Breguet, with 322 parts and 450 processes to make a single watch. This is in burnt sienna. It's a new design. It's less than 6 months since Swan & Edgar actually made just a few of these watches. If you're in Wembley Stadium, you're wearing this watch, the chances of anyone else having that watch are almost zero, almost infinitesimal, because there are so few of these. Consider the contrast between that and some of the well-known brands we all know every day, where everyone seems to have the same watch. You want something different, don't you? This is something different. Yeah. This is something to treasure. I know everyone out there will do their own research, but tell me if you've seen anything with the level of simplicity and design skill as this watch has emblematically. 316 stainless steel, sapphire glass, those leaf hands that are just gorgeous. You can see through the case, and you can see the tiger's eye version here, and you can see the way that the light is catching it. As far as this is concerned, this is called yellow on the website, but it's far more than yellow. Yellow doesn't do it justice at all.
It's more than that. We try to make it easy to order, but yeah, it's so zesty about that. There's just this shimmer to it. It is alive, isn't it? It dances with delight, the whole thing, and it's so clever. How does it do that, I wonder? You can see the beams of light spiraling around that clock face there. And this is a perfect example of why some watches we think, oh, very nice. With a watch like this, you want to pause, you want to take a moment in silence, firstly appreciate the colour, but then we appreciate the working parts, the mechanics behind it. That is, I mean, I've never seen a reverse of a watch quite like that, David.
There is not a single straight line in the back. I would use that now as a screensaver almost on your phone, and the phone is not a watch. This is something really special to own. And then if you look at this one, which is this is space green. And space green is very, very special. As a space tourist, when you go up there into the stratosphere and you see that the way that the night sky hits between the blue of the Earth, this is the colour that was envisaged by the design team when they put this together. It's called space green for a reason.
It is. It's galactic. There is the most wonderful dreamlike essence. It's that magnificent colour we associate with peacocks. I think the peacock feathers. You just want to stare at it, don't you? You do. And remember, you've got something where there are just so few of them out there, and don't forget that. Could we talk about how they arrive as well? Because look, you might be buying this for yourself. Yes. Oh, more people are buying this. Well done. Someone else has just saved £1,000. Well done. Well done for you. It arrives in there. I won't put it back on because I'll make a mess of it.
We should just talk also about the way that the deployment clasp works, because this is another, not just a time saver, but yes, a strap saver.
Right, so okay. So how does this work then? Let's talk through it.
So if you press up both sides of the thing, it will actually open up.
So you haven't got to like wiggle the actual
No, just put two sides together and it will open up. And then that's the way you size it to your wrist, and then in the morning you just put it on and take it off, and it doesn't put any stress on that first layer of strap, because with the best will in the world, your leather straps are going to wear out. Yeah. But this is going to be far more forgiving because of the way that it's designed.
Well, this is part of it, and you can see you got that genuine leather debossed in there, and it's that design, it's that pattern. I mean, it is the most perfect strap, isn't it? Everything about it is just utterly, utterly perfect. I wish I could say to you, we'll have these back tomorrow, we'll have these back next week, but we're not going to. I don't see how we can. Hopefully one day we'll have these back, but at what price, I don't know. What colours, I just don't know. So if it's affordable, if you want something that you're going to look, what's the date today? What is the date today?
The 10th of April.
10th of April.
It was the 9th when we started.
It's the 10th of April 2025 is when you bought your tourbillon watch. Don't forget that, because I remember you saved £1,000. Remember that, because this is bound to be a moment that you are not going to forget. Look, we are talking about gifts for people. Who is that special someone in your life right now? Do you owe someone something? Have they done something magnificent for you? If it's going to be your father, it's going to be your brother, your brother-in-law perhaps, your best friend, to your best man, to yourself, whoever it is, look forward to that moment when they open that beautiful box and they look at this. I don't know who wouldn't like this actually, because I do look at some watches for thousands and thousands on the high street. And I don't actually like some of them, you know. I think they're a bit too much. This is a safe bet because it's just enough in every single way. The colour is just magnificent. This is the midnight blue. This is very low in numbers. Is this still going to be the first one to go? Right, we may have literally one left any moment. Any moment now. It's almost becoming, folks, and I hate to put the pressure on, it's almost becoming the next person to actually check out your basket. If it's affordable, go for it. Don't forget, you can set it up on PayPal Pay in 3. All you spend today is £335.65. This will be arrived to your door. And if you are thinking of a gift for Father's Day, those 3 instalments will be paid off by Father's Day. Oh my word, more have just gone. So I know I'm getting overexcited. I'm just so pleased for you because you've genuinely saved £1,000. And that might always be too good to believe, but why is this such good value?
Well, because you look at tourbillons, and you save, oh, £14,000, £25,000, more and more.
Really? So you can see that online, can you?
You can see that tourbillons are a real rare species. They are something that most watchmakers, watch collectors can never aspire to.
Really?
Now, there are less expensive tourbillons, and they're horrible.
Right.
They're absolutely awful.
That makes you worse, Dave.
No.
In your opinion.
Really, in my opinion,
but you know,
my humble opinion.
But you're so entitled to it. It's what you're attracted to, isn't it? Is that for you? It's just enough. It's perfect.
If you want an elegant watch that is a celebration of the heritage of Breguet and also talks about the design skills of the Swan Edgar team, then you can't really, and Swan Edgar do make other tourbillons, but to me, this is the classic.
Yeah.
This is the one you really need in the centre. It's like the Series 1 E-Type, you know, which is, people will always want the Series 1 E-Type. They don't want the Series 2.
You know what you want.
You know what you want.
You know what you want, don't you?
But then when it comes to colours, you know, you're struggling with the colours because every time, you know, different colours become the colour to own. But this is brand new. This is the Tiger's Eye. And when we first,
call it the yellow to keep
I think
it easy.
we only had a few of these and they sold out. We managed to get a couple more, but they're very rare, these ones as well.
They are good. Which one haven't we seen for a bit? The red. Should we show the red again, just briefly? Honestly. It's just perfection in every way. It really, really is. From the clasp, from the strap. But people love these for, well, I mean, obviously the value there. I mean, that's an obvious one. But it's the weight, it's the strap, it's the balance of it all. But it's the colour that grabs my attention first. And then when you look at it, you're greeted with the most intricate craftsmanship I've seen in watches. And look, there are lots of impressive ones out there, don't get me wrong. But I've seen something similar in terms of the front there with the mechanics. But what I haven't seen, folks, in reverse personally, is something like that. I mean, when people ask you, cool, can I see your watch? They're going to be wanting to stare into that colour. They want to take a moment and appreciate that colour. But they won't be expecting that. And that is another reason why these are absolutely flying out. Good on you. It's not every day, is it? You get to save £1,000. So, different colour options. I'll whiz through them. So, you've got the red there. You've got the blue. You've got, I'm going to get myself confused now. You've got the yellow. They're not just yellow, but I'm making a point. You've got the, you've got the red there. Sorry, no, this one hit. Sorry, you've got the orange, forgive me, the orange. So, you've got orange, yellow, blue, red, and then we've got the green in the box. Shall I just put these down? Let's bring that box in as well. Folks, we've got 20 minutes. 20 minutes on this show. I hate to put the pressure on, because I know it's not the sort of thing you buy every day, but make it the day that you buy your tourbillon watch, especially at colours like this and at prices like that. It's very special, this show, and it has to be special. We're on ITV1. Or on STV, we're up and down the country. It's the presentation, it's the box, it's the stitching. It's taken us 10 weeks to get David back. We really appreciate David being here. If you missed out last time, then in case this is the last time, in case it is, then go for it. Absolutely go for it. You know, what's it about otherwise? If this is going to be something that you love on your wrist, if this is going to be something that you look forward to putting on your wrist every single time, then it's worth every single penny. This could be the only watch that you will need to buy. 561-731. Email us in, which colour have you gone for? Well, we can tell actually, lots of you are going for the blue. The yellow is so popular, but it's that Tiger's Eye yellow. It is captivating. It's just a subtle pop of colour there. I would check out your baskets. We've got less than 20 minutes left on this live show. And if you have just joined us, we have got price points, like I keep on saying, for various different budgets. I don't know why you would regret that. I really don't. You know, if someone's on the fence with a tourbillon, what would you say? If someone's on the fence with a tourbillon? Well,
I'd say you can always take it and look at it, and if you return it if you don't like it, because you can do that as well. That's an opportunity to actually assess the watch.
Yeah.
And
That's
I would
really good.
encourage people to do that because there's no risk. You've only got to actually return the watch in pristine condition.
So you've got peace of mind right there.
Absolutely.
Save the money now, and you can always decide if you want it when you get it home. Just please don't miss out on that saving. Okay, let's move back on to this. Right, again, this is, again, different styles for different interests and outfits. Who knows? If this one's singing to you, then, well, the reason why I'm looking at it again, guess what? This has also been very, very popular too. So this one is £159.99. Right, now, this one, we've got the blue, we've got the grey, we've got the orange. It's a beautiful orange, actually, I must say. This is the most indulgent midnight blue. This is captivating. That colour is stunning. So 297032. Why would you recommend this one, then?
Well, for those that love the sporty watch,
yeah,
this is really the watch to have. 51mm case size. It's no shrinking violet. It's really presence on the wrist. It has the most superb materials because it's got sapphire glass, just like the tourbillon. It also has superluminova on the batten, so you can tell the time in the dark. It has the hybrid movement from Seiko, which has got this accuracy of less than a second a day in terms of error rate. So it's a highly accurate timepiece. It's lovely and chunky to wear on the wrist as well, 180 grams in terms of its weight. And it has the ability to tell the time across 24 cities in the world by reference to where you are right now. It has the Earth, the Moon and the stars on it as well. So if you actually want to use the word timer function, the key is to use the actual sub-crown at 10 o'clock there, and you can turn the cities to where you might be. So if you happen to be living in somewhere like New York, you set it to the time in New York, which might be 2000 hours, and then you can see the time in London is at 1 o'clock. In the same way, it's all relative. In Tokyo, it's now going to be 11 o'clock. You set Tokyo to 11 o'clock, and the time in New York is 2100 hours. So it's all referenced to each other. And it's a great talking point. It's a great thing when you're traveling. It's a great time when you're calling auntie in Auckland.
Mm. It is, and you just wonder, wouldn't you? Why not? I do wonder what's the time there.
And as I say, why not get an orange watch?
Well,
how many orange watches have you got out there?
You
Hardly
don't.
any.
No,
get an orange watch.
You don't, and by default, that's going to stand out, isn't it?
It is.
I think it shows great confidence, actually, this too.
It does, for the fashionistas amongst you, and also for people who don't want to be just part of the maddening crowd.
It really is. It does have that appeal, doesn't it? It's a prestigious watch, great quality, don't forget. But yeah, it's that colour. That's the highlight for me on this. It's that clear point of difference that's bound to stand out. It must be a nice feeling when people say, "Oh, can I see your watch?" Because that's the ultimate compliment, because you bought that based on your taste and style. That must be a good feeling.
And they'll see you across the room and they'll say, "Oh, I wonder I wonder if that's a... Oh, is it? I'm not sure what that watch is," you know, and they're just talking about it.
Yes, I think.
Because the Swan and Edgars are in such limited numbers, people are going to ask you questions about it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, do you want to show you the final colour? So yeah, you've got the orange, you've got the blue, but let's not forget...
You've got the Nebula Grey.
The Nebula Grey.
Which is also in the box.
It is stunning. This is so unique. It's that face. It is so galactic. You just want to study.
So this was more, when we made these are more limited.
Right.
In terms of the numbers, a very small count of these. And it is meant to be, as the implication of Nebula Grey, looking out to space and seeing a galaxy far, far away, and being able to look at that and say, oh, that really is emblematic of that. So it's more of a considered design in that respect. Diamond etched indices, 51mm case size, watch with a tachymeter function around the side of it as well, with a stopwatch that you can also deploy at leisure.
You really can. And Joe, just briefly, let me show you what it looks like in the box, because it's important. If you're getting it for yourself, or if you're buying it for, you know, a family member, you want to have a nice box for it. Why not? It's the whole experience, which clearly is very important to Swan & Edgar. Look at this. Don't forget, when you're buying a watch, any watch from Swan & Edgar today, you do get this this credit card holder. It's worth £45. That will just arrive with your order with any Swan & Edgar watch. You actually get a pen worth £90 if you order a Gamages of London watch from us today too. So there you go. I love this wood effect material there. That's really quite good.
Again, it reminds me of the 1980s, the kind of finishes on a classic Jaguar 3.8S.
On the dash.
On the dash. Yeah.
Yes, I was trying to picture it. It's classy, it's elegant, it's Swan and Edgar, and it's a
leather finish, isn't it lovely?
It is. I mean, they
outer box as well.
Yeah, and an outer box. Great savings. Well done. Someone else has just saved £1,000 and bought one of the Tourbillon watches. Well done. Back to this one though. This is the Gamages of London. This is one of your favourite watches on the entire show. Right, rose blue is your favourite. In fact, you know what? Shall I show you the rose blue first of all? Right, here we go. That's the rose there, but let me show you the rose blue in the box. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do that thing where I love the experience. I really, really do. It's beautiful. Right, there we go. It's in my top 3 of the show, I think. I'm going to have to put it there.
And there you go. It's Prussian blue. Beautiful colour. The very first synthetic blue to ever be invented in Prussia. Made a fortune for the owners. And look at the way that is finished as well. The Gamages designs are really limited in numbers. They have that powerhouse movement inside them, that mechanical quartz movement with the accuracy we've discussed as well. So you can see all of that coming together. 24-hour sub-dial at 3 o'clock, Cyclops eye, 42mm case size. For those of you in the know, that is the classic size right now, with that chamfered bezel around the side of the watch. First layer leathers, and when you're receiving this watch at home in that box, you're also going to have the pleasure of knowing that it's not the only box in the package, because you're also going to get a pen as well.
Oh, of course you are. Like, I can't stop staring at that colour. I always forget where I am when I look at that colour. It is one of my favourite colours on the show. And speaking of the pen, you do get as a gift with purchase. So once again, to repeat myself, when you order a Gamages of London watch, you get this pen included with your order. It just arrives in the delivery. It's worth £90. In fact, you'll see this for £90 on the Shop on TV website. And the balance of this pen, it just feels beautiful. Oh, forgive me, it's not actually in stock on its own, forgive me. But yes, it is on the Gamages website, so you can see the value there, forgive me. But that is just beautiful. It's a gift with purchase, but that, I would be pleased. I would be absolutely over the moon if someone gave me that as a gift, I would say. But when you get this home, just do that. Just appreciate the balance on that weight. It just cradles in your hand absolutely effortlessly. Right, there we go. Very nice gift with purchase. Okay, right, let's have a look at the other watch though. So we showed you the blue, didn't we? This is the rose. Yeah, it's nice. And you know what, this is going to fit with so many different outfits, don't you think? This
and it's a very lovely, subtle rose colour. And when you look at the fascia of the watch, the dial of the watch, inside that's what we call gouloché detail. And a lot of things have got French connotations to it. And what it is a repetitive pattern originally done by very, very specialised machines and now done by an oil pressing. Don't ask me exactly what an oil pressing is. It's very difficult to explain it on air. But 42mm case size with a very nice classical finish around that first layer leather that you're wearing on that Gamages watch. And so few of these are ever made. So, you know, if you're looking at that and you're saying, well, the usual price is $359, that's $349 any day of the week. And to get that at less than half price tonight is something very, very unusual.
Yeah, you're right. When you say it like that, better than half price. We're talking about luxurious timepieces here at extraordinary prices. Extraordinary. Okay, we've also got this on the show, and it's also been popular. Look, we've got so many brand new designs on the website. There we go. £129.99 is a bargain because look, this should be £200. 034945 is the item number. So we've got 2 different colour options. We'll start with this one first. This is the blue. This is going to be the last time we get to see this watch this morning, folks. So if you're fancying this, if you know this is the one for you, then add to your basket and do get them checked out. Right. So one item number 034945. That's for the blue, and this one here, the black, is just absolutely stunning. You know, I automatically think by default I'm going to like the blue because I normally go for blue watches. But honestly, just give it a go, try it. because that feels like it belongs there. I just absolutely adore this watch. The strap's really quite striking.
It's lovely. It's 30 millimeters in terms of the width of that strap. Really substantial, and that Steinway black finish. And when I say Steinway, we're talking about, you know, again, the reference to the way that those beautiful pianos were made in that ebony black that used to really shine, and that's achieved by that iron plating on the side of that pure stainless steel strap. So it's weighing about 180 grams. It has a Seiko hybrid movement inside it, a 24-hour sub-dial as well. And with that curvature, the very hard thing to do is the curvature of the mineral glass that makes it known as a tonneau-shaped watch. You see the curve now you're seeing, and also the contrast between the rose gold and the black. I think it's a great combination to wear, and it's really the celebrity option.
It is the celebrity of watches today, isn't it? It's quite stunning. I mean, talk about statement piece. It is timeless. Right, 034 945. We've got a lot of people with this in their baskets. I do encourage you to check out. Right. 7 minutes left, just about 7 minutes left on this live show. Thanks so much to everyone who's bought one. We've got a lot of brand new customers today. Very well welcome to Shop on TV. Enjoy your watches, enjoy your savings, and hello, a very warm welcome back to all of our lovely returning customers too. Don't forget, if you're going to buy a Swan and Edgar watch with us today, you get this credit card holder with £45. It's beautiful. Imagine wearing that and having that in your pocket too. It's going to be beautiful. And, you know, why not? Have as a second gift for that lucky person. Why not? They're going to feel absolutely spoilt. Well, shall we end on our absolute hero? I'm not just talking about David, which I've learned so much from David. Honestly, this has been a fascinating show. There's been a huge demand, folks, for this. Welcome to the tourbillon if you've just joined us. If you have been thinking about it, if it is in your budget, well, save £1,000. So 561 731 is your item number. We've got various different colours. We've got green, red, yellow, blue. They are stunning. The blue has been the most popular. That's what it's like on the back, by the way. People admire, they're in awe of the most intricate craftsmanship. It is stunning. I haven't seen a watch quite like this. When it gets to the point of watches at this price, some of them I like, some of them I don't. But this is classy. It's just enough. There's something perfect about it in every single way. OK, 561 731. Thanks so much to everyone who's bought one. If you are the many individuals who have just bought this, just go to sleep tonight knowing that you've saved £1,000. Right, Colin has been in touch. Colin, a very warm welcome. Who says, right, here we go, Colin. Lucky to buy an orange tourbillon. What a beautiful watch. Excellent quality. And as Charlie says, I love showing off the back. Not many people have heard of tourbillon and I'm enjoying educating them. Colin, thank you so much. Absolutely right. I'm enjoying educating them. Well, Colin, I completely agree with you, my friend, because they don't expect it, do they? They love the watch and they think that's it when they talk about the mechanics, but no, you can show off with that too. I haven't seen anything quite like that. Colin, bless you. Thank you very much for taking the time to measure us. I really do appreciate it. We really do. Right, David, I bet you hear that all the time.
No, I'm just so thrilled to. I'd wish more would. We actually occasionally do get emails and things from people who've actually bought the tourbillons, because everyone's got a passion, and and watches are a passion. They're lovely to talk about. And because everyone thinks, oh, that's just an open heart watch, it's just see a little bit of the movement. And then you point out, actually, just look at it for a few more seconds and you can actually see it moving around. And say, oh, what's that about? Well, it's the movement of the watch. What do you mean by the movement of the watch? That's the regulation of the watch. It's actually moving through 360 degrees every minute. And that is a very hard thing to do, believe it or not. Can you imagine having to design that from scratch? And that's what Breguet did. So when you have a tourbillon, you're wearing history, you're wearing engineering skill, you're wearing style and class, you're wearing rarity, you're wearing something that really is special.
And there's such a talking point to this, there really is. Can you remind us the return policy on this as well.
Of course, we were talking earlier, weren't we, about, well, you know, if you're not really sure, then obviously there is a 28-day returns policy.
Yes.
Everything comes back in pristine condition.
Yeah.
And then you'll get your money back.
Well, there we go. Because if you're thinking, I need to make sure what it looks like on my wrist first, the important thing now is to get that saving, get the deal, in case we don't have it back again. Save that £1,000, get it home and try it on. See how you feel. If it feels like it completes you, if you love the look, then go for it. So yeah, this is the...
Sienna Brown, I call it.
Sienna Brown. We call it the yellow to keep it easy, but it is much more than simply...
Is that yellow? No.
Oh, sorry.
It's orange, I think.
Forgive me. This is the orange. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
There's the orange. Here is the yellow. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah. And yellow is just so prosaic. It's not yellow, is it? It's something more than that.
It totally is. You know what? It is. There's like a golden kind of tint to it. I think it's beautiful. We've shown you the blue. Shall we show you the green in the box?
Also, just whilst we're talking about the box, just to say this is the outer box. I just thought.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, thanks, David. Yes,
so we got that as well.
So it arrives in there. I mean, it's the experience of opening, isn't it?
And you keep it all. You keep it all. You'll get a spare strap in there also. It comes with a little, and a little bit of paper around it to actually protect it all. So it's quite an experience. And I've got watches at home, and I've got all the boxes as well, because you have to keep everything if you're collecting watches. You know, everyone who's got a dinky car and a corgi car in those days, they've got the cars, they don't have the boxes anymore. Big mistake.
Yes, I'll keep it.
Keep it all.
When you're not wearing it, you might place it back in there. You might wear it daily. You might see it for those special occasions, whatever works for you. This is an extraordinary deal, an extraordinary watch. It is, I think it has to be my favourite on the show. 10 weeks we waited for David to come back for these. We're not sure if we can get these back. And at the end of the day, Tourbillon, they are unique. There's not many of these around, generally speaking, is there?
They're a tiny fraction of watch production. I mean, like 1/1000% or something so silly. And anyone who collects tourbillons, no one does really, because they can't afford more than one tourbillon.
No, I'm fair.
But if you're collecting watches, then the tourbillon is right at the top.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Of the wish list.
Of the wish list. It could be the only watch you'll actually ever need to buy. This would work with so many different outfits because it's just enough. There's something so perfect and balanced about it. It's going to be the watch that you're proud to wear. And people love watches generally because it can extend personality. It can complete someone. And not being cheesy about it, it really, really can. I feel lost without mine. I haven't got anything nearly as nice as this. It is so desirable, it is so luxurious, and the price is fantastic. If you're going to get yours, you need to check out. We're at the end of the show. Thank you so much. Say mine to number 561731. Save that £1,000, and it's a drop-down menu on the website, so you just choose which colour you like. It's late, it's nearly 3 a.m. David, that was really interesting. Thank you so much.
Wonderful pleasure to be with you, Charlie.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed it at home.
I really did, thank you. I can listen to you all the rest of the morning, but it's probably time for bed. Whether you're going to bed, whether you're staying up, going to work, wherever it is, have a lovely rest of the day, wherever you're watching from across the UK. Let us know how you get on with these watches. They are truly, truly something special. Thank you.